Looking good. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning to all of you out there. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Today's date, June the 2nd, 2021, and it's Wednesday. We're trying to get over the fact that yesterday was Tuesday and before that was Memorial Day. So some of us are not in sync here, but it is Wednesday today. I guess it's hump day. Nice to have you here today. We're going to be covering a number of things, watching the market as always, trying to explain to you in plain English as to what the heck is going on out there. There are stocks moving, and there are lots of stories going around, a lot of speculation on what has been happening in the last 24, 48, 72 hours. And I'll do the best I can to break it down for you. Welcome one, welcome all. If you have any questions, by all means, send me a super chat with a question, or if you're a member, just pop in there, say hi to me, and let me know how you're doing. Thank you, all of you who have become members of this channel. It allows you to comment on my live shows, and from time to time, you'll get private member-only updates with respect to the next stock pick that I've got in mind, or news you need to know before the street knows it. And one of the benefits of being a member. Thank you all for being here. Let's talk about the stocks we follow the closest. Those of you who don't know, if you're new to my channel, I have a favorite list of stocks that I like. They're right here. Right there we go. Let's take a look at these guys. The first one on the list, GHVI, that's Gores Holdings. That's a SPAC that is about to transition into Matterport. This company is going to become Matterport, which is a company that produces 3D imaging of real estate. If you're a realtor, you know who Matterport is. If you're thinking of buying a house, selling a house, if you're thinking of renovating a house, you're thinking of insuring your house. No, I don't mean just a house, apartment, condo, any real estate whatsoever. You're thinking of renovating, insuring, buying, or selling, you will know who these guys are. Most of you are either using Matterport without knowing it because it's being used on your property, or you're going to insist that Matterport technology be used to show off your home in a 3D light, kind of like, imagine a dollhouse. Remember, you remember when you're a child, or you have grandchild or a child, or a cousin or nephew or aunt or niece, you know what a dollhouse looks like. You take the walls off and you can see the inside of the house. That's what this is. This software allows you to take a camera in every room of your home, do a 360 panning of the house, of each room, from various locations in each room. You do the entire house that way, and then the software literally builds the entire house for you. Unbelievable. It provides measurements for every measurement in each room, and it is perfect for contractors. They can take these photos before they renovate a home, during a renovation of a house, and post-renovation of a house. You get to see all 3D sides of this throughout the entire process. New developers definitely are using Matterport to show off what these new show homes are either going to look like or what they look like already. As soon as you have 6 or 8 show homes up and running, you Matterport them instantly because they're all staged, ready to go. And this is on the website, and around the world this can be viewed. This is how real estate sells internationally without you setting foot in the property. It's unbelievable. This deal is about to close. We're waiting for the final SEC approval of the filing documents that Gores Holdings has made. I'm led to believe that the filing is in with the SEC, and that they're just waiting for the SEC's check mark saying, yeah, your stuff's here, it's all fine, you may proceed on. And that will allow Gores to immediately call a shareholder vote for the takeover. Board of directors of these companies have announced their merger, approved it 100%. Shareholders will approve it. It's an automatic. And it'll take about 2 to 3 weeks for all that to be done. And then they'll be called for listing, and it'll be known as Matterport. The stock has been trading around the $14 mark, $13, $14 mark. And the thinking is, in my opinion, I already know that this stock did hit $28 on the open market when they announced this deal 4 months ago. Now what we're waiting for is the stock to revisit those heights upon completion of the deal, and to basically go even higher. 14.25 in the pre-market right now for Gores Holdings, GHVI. It's 14.25, up 35 cents so far this morning. And I expect this to be an easy double and beyond. And so I've been recommending to my viewers, get some shares of this stuff and pick up some call options, at least for the end of the year, early next year. Pick up $15 calls or $17.50 calls, or if you can get 16s, get 16s. And get yourself a nice bunch of contracts, because you're going to make some nice money on that one. VGAC, that is the Virgin Group Acquisition Corporation, Richard Branson's SPAC. That company has their shareholder meeting coming up in 8 days, June the 10th. This is the second. 8 days from now, this company has its shareholder meeting to be acquired by 23andMe. And I can guarantee you this deal is a done deal. It will go through. In the pre-market this morning, a little surprising, nice to see. It's been sitting at $9.97, $9.98 roughly now for about 3 weeks. It's now $10.08 this morning, up 9 cents in the pre-market. Volume of only 4,000 shares. There's nothing for sale. The stock has been kind of kept around this $9.97 to $10 level. Excuse me. It's been kind of kept here for the meeting to be done. All SPACs, when they announce their deals and they go to the shareholders for their final votes, the shareholders have a couple of options. You can either say, I oppose the deal, I approve the deal, or I want to get out. I want my money back. And they can choose to take their $10 a share back from the company and just walk away from everything. And this is why this stock, in my opinion, has been kept at $9.97, $9.98, because the company is saying to the shareholders, we would really like you to vote this deal through. We think that with 23andMe and VGAC's people coming together as one, there's going to be an explosion of information, a lot of potential movement of the stock. There's $950 million in cash going into the treasury of this newly formed corporation. It's all in trust, waiting to go, almost $1 billion. And we're going to see a phenomenal amount of promotion here. So the stock is already inching up this morning. I have been waiting for the breakout moment, and maybe this is it. I can't guarantee that this is definitely it, but 10.08 this morning, we'll take it. It's the beginning of the beginning, and I've been saying the same thing with VGAC as with Gores. Get yourself this stock and get these contracts. Get these option contracts at 10 or 12.50 for December, January of 2022. Leverage up, and some of these contracts were cheap, and you could acquire hundreds and hundreds of shares of leverage for not a lot of money, and I think that would be a really good idea. Those of you who can afford 10 or 20 contracts of this stuff, good move. Would be a really good move. A couple of other highlights here on this list. We have Gores, Virgin. We have GameStop, of course. Those of you who follow this channel, you know all about my following of GameStop. IBM. Beautiful growth scenario now. The company has completely changed its management and upper management, and its complete focus on, rather than just trying to buy back its own stock and engineer its earnings per share, they are now buying companies. They are now expanding into cloud computing in a huge way, and the cash flow is coming in big time. They are actually growing the company. They have a wonderful dividend. It's yielding you about 4.5% right now if you buy the stock. And I think that the shares can run up 30, 40% a year for the next number of years. There's some real upside here. Good, long-term, solid, conservative upside. Microsoft, winner, chicken dinner, changed their ways in the last number of years. The last decade, up until about a year and a half ago, up a decade back, 15 years back, they were buying back their stock, and they were just trying to consolidate themselves and trying to grow into their skin. They're now growing again. They are now expanding and doing acquisitions, and they're trying to do acquisitions from time to time that don't work, or they've been outbid by others. So they are shopping for deals, shopping for assets, shopping for cash flow. And this company is on the move again. So I like Microsoft, their new attitude. Intel, INTC, Intel computer chip shortage. What else do I need to say? The company has been maligned and talked down by analysts, and they're kind of going, the company's best days are behind it, and they're being outdone by these other companies out there. Bottom line is they're an American company. They cannot keep inventory in stock. Every chip they produce is sold at full price. They have no collection problems, and they are absolutely in line for U.S. government of the United States cash support, you name it, with this new computer chip type bill that's being passed. I don't know, it's $80 billion. It's a huge amount of money. Intel is a qualifying company for government assistance, and it'll be an interesting thing to watch. The stock's 56.89. It's trading at 12.7 times earnings. It's a bargain. I think it's a double in the next year to 2 years, and it's pretty conservative. It's cheap. It's at its low end. It's not going to trade at 5 times earnings. Its earnings aren't dropping. Its earnings will rise. So there you are. HD, Home Depot. Folks, nothing wrong with Home Depot. It is a stock that has been running for a while. The shares, I started recommending these shares about 4 months ago. 5 months ago, we were back in like February, March, and the shares had been around 290, and they dropped to the 260 range, came out with earnings that were unbelievable, and the market just went, yeah, whatever, and down they went. They're now back to 316 a share. They were just last week as high as 345. They're now 316 buy time, trading up 23 times earnings. The company's on fire. They're upping their dividend almost every quarter now. They're yielding 2.09%. This is a solid machine. Cisco, I just like it long term. I know that Cisco's had a rough year because offices kind of tamped down and shut down and got quiet. People were sent home, and servers and everything else in offices were not as badly needed. Now everything's ramping up, and we're now on the opposite side of it. I think Cisco is going to be ramping up massively, and there are probably companies out there who are now a year to 2 years behind their upgrades, and they're now going to have to fast forward their upgrades. I think Cisco is going to be exploding with money, cash flow, sales, everything else. The stock on Cisco, just to give it a quick peek here. Do I have it in here? Yeah, here it is right here, 52.62 last trade as of last night. 21 times earnings, 21.7 times earnings. That is cheap for a high-tech stock. Don't worry about inflation. Don't worry about high interest rates. Don't worry about any of that crap. Cisco, you buy it no matter what anyone says about the markets or the interest rates or inflation. Ignore these guys. Without Cisco systems, nothing works. You've got to have it. The stock's all-time high for the last 52 weeks, $54. That's where we are. There's a reason it's here. The analysts out there are smelling opportunity that, yeah, there's some real upside here going forward. So that's the one it's on my list. Apple is on my list as well for millions of reasons and billions and trillions of reasons. Apple all the time. Facebook, cash generator, like you can't believe, trading at a low multiple. Micron, MU, another computer chip maker. The stock's trading at 29.9 times earnings, but they're firing on all cylinders, and they're going to keep making a lot more money. So I like that one. And if you like computer chips overall, the fact that there's this massive shortage, and you pick up VanEck Semi ETF, the SMH ETF right there, you got 60 of the world's largest computer chip manufacturers all in one ETF. You don't have to guess anymore. Do you want to buy Intel? You want to buy Micron? You want to buy this guy? Just buy the ETF and enjoy yourself. And that way you can sleep at night, because this ETF does not go up and down 20% every week in value. It is a long-term, steady, solid performer over years and years and years. It's trading right now $248 a unit. The 52-week high, 258, the low 142, and it's not going back to 142. The shortage of computer chips going higher. All right. After that, we have some more of these SPACs. And let me go over those with you. Just give me a second here. SVAC, that's Starboard Value. Starboard Value, we're looking at the company taking over a server farm company, or it's reversed. The server farm company is taking over this company. Starboard is trading at $9.92 a share. It's a SPAC. It's a bargain. We're waiting for their final filings to be approved so they can have their shareholder meeting and take over. This is one you buy now quietly, pick it up, and get yourself some stock options for next year, early next year, January, February, March. Pick off 10s if you can, and I think you're going to be just fine. The Sykestra company they're buying, Sykestra, just released earnings last week and a half ago, up again, making money, profitable, growing. It's just a cash flow business. FAII, that is Fortress, Fortress Value. Fortress is taking over or being taken over by a firm that runs physiotherapy centers across the U.S. I think 860 physical therapy centers. I guess physical therapy is the way I should say it. FAII is going to be bought by ATI Physical Therapy, and 860 locations now, with 50 more under construction during this next 12 months. Cash, money. No problem collecting being paid, because the customers of this company are sent to their physiotherapy centers by the insurance companies, and the insurance companies are saying this individual needs 10 treatments for whatever is ailing them, and we're paying for it. And these guys don't have to worry about collecting, because they don't chase insurance companies to get paid. The insurance companies are sending them the customers. So going, here you go, we'll pay you for these 10 sessions, and they have a wonderful relationship with their clientele. VACQ. VACQ is our next one, and that is Vector Acquisitions. Vector Acquisitions is taking over or being taken over by Rocket Lab, the firm that launches satellites into space. And they have a backlog of hundreds of orders to send satellites up there. And that deal is going to be a most interesting deal. It's trading at 10.04 right now, up a little bit lately. Again, coming closer to its merger as well. Then there's NSH, Navsite Holdings, trading at 9.95. It was up a nickel yesterday. Another SPAC that will be taken over by a company that manages the data that the satellites get. So on the one hand, you've got the company that lifts the satellites into space. Then you got these guys that handle the data from the satellites. This is the company they're going to be taken over by is called Spire Global, and Spire Global will take over this company and be running it. And it's cash positive. It's a winner, because every single satellite that orbits the Earth has to handle data. That's why they're there. And so the data goes up, the data comes down, and we're talking, speed of light, billions of bits of info every second. I mean, it's just nuts. And cloud computing, data storage, you go shopping at your local grocery store, you swipe your card for the points and discounts, up there, down there, into server farms everywhere. They're tracking you. Of course, the grocery store is tracking you for how much business you're doing with them. The products that you're buying are tracking you as to what you're buying and selling, and it's your entire receipt that's being read by every single manufacturer. It's incredible. It's just mind-numbing how much data flows. These guys handle the data. It's unreal. IPOE is now SOFI. I should change that. SOFI. IPOE was the SPAC. It's now called SOFI, which is SOFI Capital or SOFI Technologies. Traded yesterday for the first time as SOFI. They're now 23.04. They were about $15 about 2 weeks ago. They had their shareholder meeting last week. They approved it. The stock's now trading. It's trading at $23. We just heard this morning Oppenheimer has put a $25 buy recommendation on this stock, a target price of $25 to start with their coverage with a buy recommendation. And this is the first of what I think will be dozens of recommendations to probably buy this stock by every Wall Street player out there. There will be dozens of these, and this will be over the next several weeks and months that this stock will be recommended by every analyst all over the place, because this is now the Amazon of online banking right here, SOFI, and it's going much higher than this. And then the last one on the list, FWAA, that is Fifth Wall Acquisition. It's a SPAC I recommended. I've added to this list about 5-6 weeks ago. This company is going to merge with SmartRent, and these guys are literally taking your home, your condo. They will take an apartment building, an entire high-rise, or they'll take an entire a condo development that's surrounding a golf course or wherever you're at, and they will completely put all control systems of that property into this right here. And you as an owner of your own property, you'll be able to preset your temperature in your unit. You'll be able to adjust it at work. You'll be able to adjust it on the way home. Entering your unit, you don't even need a key. You just need to have your phone with you. It just recognizes you there, opens the door, lets you in. You can authorize someone to go into your unit. So if your mom lives nearby and you forgot something, like mom can be allowed into the unit without a key. You will program her in. She can get in there, get whatever you forgot, and meet you at Starbucks later that day and give it to you. If you have someone coming in to repair, the cable isn't working on the television set or whatever, you can grant them access into the property. Managers of these properties can grant access to guests, to new owners or new renters. Parking access is granted. Recreational use is granted. Access to the exercise room, which might be a separate locked area, might be a separate building within a huge complex. You need access to get in there. That is all granted. This is incredible. The automation of this is amazing. Smart Rent literally will take a property and have it reduce its green footprint by literally reducing the amount of carbon that the entity produces by being much more energy efficient. You don't need to keep a 70-degree temperature in a condo when you're not in it if it's 100 degrees outside. You can have it up to 80, 85, have the fans going. You can reduce your electrical usage while you're not there. As you're coming home at 5:30, at 5:15, the air conditioning comes on and the temperature starts to fall in the unit before you even get there. You arrive and your unit is back to 75 degrees from 85 degrees, and you're good to go. You've only used energy when you're there. And this is adjustable with seasons. This is also adjustable for those firms, those people out there who have blinds that are electronically operated. The blinds will roll down during the day to keep the sun out. The blinds will roll up at night it's all adjustable for temperature control. It's incredible. In the wintertime, you want the blinds open to let the sun in. In the summertime, you want the blinds closed to keep the sun out. This is all controlled through Smart Rent, through this. And this company is merging with FWAA for Fifth Wall acquisition. That stock is 1059. It will merge in the next 2 to 3 months. And that stock is going to do very, very well. And there you have it. Those are my favorites. And as a member of this channel, you will get advance notice every time I add a new company to the list of my favorites. And keep an eye on that. Thank you, those of you who've joined this channel, and thank you for all your kind words about what we're doing. Welcome one, welcome all. 23.05 right now is the price of SOFI, up 40 cents in the pre-market. Very nice. And I got a question here from Deckard. Thank you for this donation, by the way. DeckX, hi Uncle B. I've been following your tips for a few months now. I want to start buying call options on some of your faves. After learning about them, what platforms can be found on? I'm in the UK. I can't answer this question. I cannot answer it because I am not in the UK. I'm in Canada, and I am not able to help literally any of you operate your trading systems, your platforms, and the brokerage firms you use. I'm not that guy. So I would do a Google search, my friend. I would be Google searching this information if you can, to see what you can dig up. There might be some folks here who might comment to you on this channel, and that's one of the advantages of being a member of this channel, or talking to our friends here. They might be able to answer that question for you, because I do have viewers here from the UK, from Germany, from Denmark, Netherlands, all over Europe. And a number of you folks do buy and sell contracts, options, depending on which firm you're using. So there is a way to do it. It is doable from the UK, but I can't tell you how, because it's not my forte or specialty, and I'm certainly not qualified to rank UK-based brokerage houses. Mr. Seneca, thank you for this donation. Bruce, what are your thoughts on SOFI warrants? Currently 809, option to buy SOFI at 1150. Well, exactly. The reality is that it's trading at about its book value, isn't it? A ballpark, right? And so I'm not sure if I'm not interested in getting into warrants, and I'm not promoting them, and I don't even mention them on the show. They exist because they were created as part of the units that were issued originally. You're looking at the last price. I don't know if they're trading in the after hours or not. I have no idea of the exact terms and conditions, but I don't bother with them. I would recommend that if you're interested in acquiring leverage on the company, I would look at call options, because you can set the exercise price on the option, which allows you to set the amount of money you're going to spend per option. Because if you buy a call option on SoFi right now that's at 22.50 for next December, it's at the money or in the money right now with the stock at 23.10 at the moment. You buy a 25, it's out of the money, it'll be cheaper. You buy a 27.50, it's cheaper again. You can decide which strike price to go with and what you pay for it, again, based on the market. And I just do not bother talking about talking about warrants. I just don't go there. Okay. Continuing forward here, Eddie, thank you for this donation. Thanks for all your insight, Bruce. I watch you every morning here in San Diego. Eddie, thank you very much. Viewers from around the world watch this show. I'm humbled by you guys being here. From Europe, the Americas, from Asia, from Africa, the Caribbean, everywhere. And it's great that you are here. I love the fact that a lot of you share information between each other while I'm yapping away. Many of you were able to help me with info that I ask for. I'll ask for something and one of you will find it and let me know what you hear. Fabulous. It's a community is really growing, becoming more and more powerful, more and more informed, and that's what this is all about, information. John, AMC 3904 June covered call. Better to roll, buy, or close, or let it ride, take a chance. I don't want them called away. Just sit tight to your $39 of June 4th. So they're dying in 2 days, and you're at the money-ish, aren't you? And you're wondering what to do. The stock is 38.33 in the pre-market. I'm going to talk about AMC here in just a second. I would just sit tight. I would just sit tight. I mean, the premium on these contracts will disappear by tomorrow afternoon. That's a fact, because they die tomorrow afternoon. And if the shares today are going to sit in this neighborhood or going to drop into the 35 range later today or lower, these contracts are out of the money. And they will shrink. And you may want to just sit tight. Having said that, there's no question you could theoretically buy them back this morning once trading begins, if that you want to do that, to roll over into longer term contracts at a higher strike price and take a higher premium. Yeah, can be done. But you're not done with this one yet. And this one yet is still in your favor, even with all of the activity of the stock for the last 24 hours. It's been a crazy ride. Let me talk about AMC again today, because again, I get asked a billion times a day about AMC, which I have never, ever recommended. I have never recommended the stock as a buy, rightly or wrongly. I've never done it. And I've been asked my opinion on it every day, 100 times a day. I get, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? When I tell you what I think about AMC, I lose subscribers every single time, because people don't like to hear what I think about it. They want me to tell them how great everything's going to be. They don't want to hear what I think is going on. It's all right. We're all grown-ups here. If you can't handle it, you can't handle it. I get it. It's all right. Nonetheless, I will say this. In the last 48 hours of trading, or a couple days, I have noticed since last Thursday to today that the stock seems to do its best trading in the after hours. It does not do its best trading during the days in themselves. So during market hours, AMC underperforms compared to how it does in the aftermarket or pre-market. And there's a simple reason for that. These shares are being driven, as far as demand is concerned, by retail investors. No surprise there. We all know that. The reality is that if you've got a strong retail need for stock, retail investors want to buy, and they come into this stock in the pre-market or aftermarket, the likelihood is, and the real reality is, there are fewer participants overall trading the stock. More players come into the aftermarkets as buyers rather than sellers. Because sellers usually are a little more reluctant to sell unless they're panicking out. If a stock is rising, sellers will wait till the markets because their thinking is, well, if it's trading in the pre-market at this price, I'll just wait for the opening, and that's when the big volume takes place, and then I'll sell there. But sellers are also a quirky bunch, and all of you become sellers as soon as you buy a stock. You now are potential sellers, and a lot of you know what I'm talking about. You don't know when to sell. You don't know when the right time is to sell. You don't know what the right price is that I should sell at. You fear actually losing money if you sell, which is human nature at its peak. You sell out a stock and worry, oh, did I get out too soon? The greed factor kicks in. Oh, I'm not selling because I want the top dollar on this thing. I believe, I bought this for a reason, and the reason was it's going to go to the moon, and I'm going to go there. And so the selling part of a stock trade is the hardest part of the trade to actually pull off. And most of you, many of you who are not experienced in this business, just have not had this experience again and again and again and again in your lifetime. If you're like myself and others of my age, or you've been in the market for 15 years and been buying and selling stock all the time, selling is easier than it is when you're brand new at it. When you're brand new at it, you worry about giving it away, quote unquote, too low of a price. So in the aftermarket and in the pre-market, there isn't that much stock available as there is during the market. And so you get a wave of buying coming into an AMC stock in pre-market, aftermarket activity. Chances are it's going to go up. And if it starts to go up, that creates more hype and more buying. And this is what happened here this morning from 4 a.m. until about 6 a.m. when the shares went from about 37, 38 up to almost $45 a share. They didn't trade all that many shares up at 40, 45 a share, but they did trade up there. And then they came right back down. There's like a Mount Everest peak here. And I would say that 90% of the trading, 80% of the trading of AMC has happened between about $38 and $41 a share, roughly, in the pre-market this morning. Total volume now, 27 million shares. But come opening in 29 minutes from now, we're opening for trading. And it's entirely likely, I'm not going to guarantee it, but in the first 15 to 30 minutes of this morning's action, I can tell you that likely what's going to happen here is a whole bunch of AMC shareholders woke up this morning in the last 40 minutes, an hour and a half ago, had their coffee, splashed water on their face, and took a look at their stock on the pre-market and went, oh my God, my shares were as high as $45 this morning and I missed it. And now they're looking at the stock going, it's $38 to $39 a share. Wow, I bought them at 12 last week or 15 last week. I did the opposite of what Uncle Bruce said. I bought these things. I got it. I should take a profit. They're conditioned and they're programmed, and their thinking is, well, I'll sell it when the market opens. And the first 30 minutes, we're going to find out just what kind of a sell wave is coming in here, because of the fact that the shares are at this moment $39.14 a share, up $7.10 on the session from last night's close, which was last night $32.04, and was 26 the day before, Friday night. So we've gone from 26 Friday night to 32 to 39. The question will be in everyone's mind, how much higher can it go? Is this it? Did it top at 45? Whatever. I can tell you this much. The minute we open for trading on the New York Stock Exchange, every single investor in AMC that has ever purchased the stock on the stock exchange during market hours, everyone is up. There is no loser. There are losers in the pre-market. Somebody paid $45 a share for this thing, $6 more than where it's trading at. Why, I have no idea, but they did. Maybe they were squeezed out. I don't know. But the stock at $39.05 starting this morning will be at its all-time record high as far as the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ is concerned. New York Stock Exchange. It's an NYSE listing. New York Stock Exchange, it'll be an all-time record high the minute it starts trading up here. The question is, in the first 30 minutes, how much stock is coming in? How many millions? Yesterday, the volume came down to about 500 million shares from 600-something million the last day, a couple days before that. What will be the volume on the stock today overall? Will they maintain this kind of volume? News has come out. It has been now confirmed, disclosed, and confirmed that yesterday, when this company raised money at $27 a share, they raised $230 million, something like that. They issued 8.5 million shares to an investment house. It has now been confirmed that that investment house, in turn, turned around and sold off the stock to the street, apparently, quote unquote, and they're out of it. And they made a profit on it. They flipped that stock into this hot market. Had they not done that, it was possible, it could have been possible that the 8.5 million shares of volume, the stock could have gone even higher because it would have been 8.5 fewer million shares available. But 8.5 million shares into a 500 share day, easily absorbed. The reality for AMC would be if they could do this every couple of days and they could bring in $250 million every 3 or 4 days for the next couple of weeks, they would bring their debt down dramatically. And if they did that, their prospects of survival would go much, much higher. But the reality at the moment is that they're $5.5 billion in the hole to their bankers, and they've got $1 billion or so in cash, $1.25 billion in cash, but unfortunately they're burning a lot of it off here. And so they're not allowed to issue stock into the street because they have forbidden themselves from doubling their authorized capital from 500 million to 1 billion shares. This is fact. I'm not making this up. This is fact. The shareholder meeting was postponed from, what was it, May to July. So it's next month will be the shareholder meeting. And in that meeting, one of the resolutions is not to increase the authorized capital of this company, which means that they are tying their hands together to not be able to issue stock from their treasury anymore to raise additional cash. I did hear this morning that insiders have been selling the stock in the last few weeks. No surprise there. Why shouldn't they be selling their stock? The guys who ran this company from China walked away 2 weeks ago at $14 a share, or was that even last week? I'm even losing track of all the developments here going on. They walked away from all 30 million they had at $14 a share and got out. There are no senior gigantic shareholders that control this company. This company is held by retail investors, of which there are approximately 3 to 3.5 million people who own stock in this company. It's a pure retail investor scenario. Wouldn't surprise me if GameStop has millions of shareholders as well. And that is a positive and a negative. It's a positive in that the stock is spread out over a wide field of people, and there's no one person that can slam this market. Good stuff. The bad news is you don't have one dominant player like an Elon Musk controlling the entire show that you can follow in his footsteps. That GameStop has. GameStop has the Ryan Cohen leader. He's got 9 million shares. He's got his board of directors, and he's got his allies. They control over 20 million shares of the stock out of the 70 million that are out there. At least, we have a person to look at when it comes to GameStop. But at AMC, there's not a person to look at other than the president of the company, but he doesn't own even 1% of the stock. Nonetheless, that's what's going on. I've been speculating overnight, wondering why would this investment house buy 8.5 million shares of the company at 27 and then instantly sell it? And one of my speculations was, I know what happened. They bought the stock because a short seller needed the stock. And I'm thinking, I bet you that there was a short seller out there who was shorting this stock from $25 to $35 a share back on Thursday, Friday. And they talked to these guys and said, make a deal with the treasury of the company to buy a block of stock. They contacted the president of the company, talked to him about a deal. The stock was $26 Friday night. Over the weekend, they hammered it out, 8.5 million at 27 something. They announced the deal first thing Monday morning. It was a done deal. And this brokerage firm instantly delivered the 8.5 million shares by selling them to the short seller who needed to cover his shorts. And like I say, it would have been possible on Thursday and Friday with 1.3 billion shares trading in those 2 days for that short seller to easily have amassed an 8.5 million short sell position. Could have amassed a 40 million short sell position. I don't know how many they're short. I don't know who it is. And I can't guarantee that that's the deal. But boy, I could sure understand that if someone out there was short a block of stock and they wanted to cover up, they bought 8.5 million from these guys at a set price. Now, I don't know what they sold it for in the open market, if they sold it to one buyer or they just sold it into, quote, the market. And this short seller was just acquiring stock in the market because of the added liquidity to cover it. But the shares did trade quite a bit yesterday morning between 26 and about $30 a share. And this shorter could have covered everything up. Having said that, though, overnight, we know the stock went higher, and it went up to the 38 level last night, $45 level first thing this morning. Now it's at 39.34. is there a short position that is still out there that is this massive, or are the shares here because of the 3.5 million shareholders that are there now? They are still attracting 100,000, 200,000 new buyers every day to the party. And those who are in the party are reluctant to sell very much of their stock. Someone is selling stock. It has to be, because you can't do a trade without a buyer and a seller. I mean, you have to have a buyer and a seller. There's a lot of AMC trading hands right now where we have a lot of day traders involved. And it could well be that a lot of selling is done by day traders, a lot of buying is done by day traders, and they're just falling over themselves as they're flipping stock back and forth at each other. Some of these day traders are short specialists. They'll sell 10,000 shares short at $39.50 and buy them back at $39.25, make a quick 25 cents on 10,000 shares, and they'll try to do that 100 times a day if they can get away with it, or 10 times a day, or 15 times, or whatever they can do. Others are long. They'll buy 5,000, 1,000, 6,000, whatever the number is, long, try to flip it for 50 cents a share, a buck a share, 20 cents a share. It all depends on what kind of tolerance and trading platforms they have. A lot of hedge funds and active traders on markets will flip stock for a penny or 2 pennies. That's it. They will buy 1,000 and sell it for 2 pennies higher, score 20 bucks. And they'll do that 100 times a day. 10 times 20 is 200. 100 times is $2,000 a day. And there are firms out there going, yeah, we love making 2,000 bucks a day. That's 10,000 a week, $500,000 a year. And our firm's overhead is 100,000 a year. We clear 400,000 a year. I'm just saying, there's a lot of speculation. When you have a lot of volume on a stock, it's easy to buy and sell quickly, in and out, out and in and out, or out and in. Then there are the players on the options market. And that market, as you've seen, has gone nuts on AMC. The premiums have risen and risen and risen and risen to unbelievable numbers. And it has really attracted 2 kinds of players. There are the folks who don't want to buy the stock. They just want to risk money using options, and they want leverage. It used to be, though, that you could get maybe a call contract, let's say a $5, it would cost you $5 to get a call contract on an AMC. The same contract now might be $9 because of the increased volume of players who want in on the same game. They're bidding up the price of contracts. That's a sign of a growing speculative market and anticipation of higher moves. Same thing's been happening with a number of the SPACs that you're following with me. A number of you have mentioned to me, I bought VGAC contracts last week at 85 cents a piece. They're now trading at $1.40 and the stock hasn't moved. Why is it 60 cents higher for the same contract that I bought last week? The stock hasn't moved. More people coming into the game because the shareholder meeting is on the 10th of June. It's the 2nd of June. There's anticipation of a move. That's why they're paying a premium. They want in. This is what's been happening with AMC. That's one player, the guys who are trying to get long and get in. The other players are the sellers of these calls and puts. And a lot of you have been asking me, what should I do with my stock? I don't want to sell it. I got a few hundred and I feel attached to it. And I've been saying to you, take advantage of this options market that is just offering gobs of money if you want to write a contract. And whether you're writing a $40 contract, a $45, a $50, a $55, now we can probably look at 60s for a week, a month, 3 months, 6 months, whatever price point you want, whatever time frame you want, whatever you like, you could do rather well with this. And a lot of you have taken advantage of these contracts to bring in the kind of cash per share that equals what you paid for the stock in the first place. In other words, you're taking your money off the table by giving your stock, an option on your stock, to a gambler who is giving you all the money you paid for your stock up front right now in cash. And you're saying to this guy, girl, person, I'll give you 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. But if you want my stock, not only do I get this money up front, but you got to take me out at 50 a share or 55 a share or 60 bucks a share. So you're taking off $12 in cash and a $55 contract. You're selling at $67 a share. Are you happy with that if you were into it at 12 or 14? I don't know why you wouldn't be. I don't know if it will happen. I don't know if the shares will get that high. But if they don't and they stay at this range, or they drop back into the 20s or into the teens a month or 2 or 3 from now, you got your money out. Your stock is free and clear. You don't have any skin in the game whatsoever. Whatever stock you're sitting on is free. And if they come back to the $15, $20 range, and you got paid $12 a stock to option it, you can take that money and buy more stock down there again if you want. Take another shot at it. All depends on how the company does. It's all up to you. There's two stories. There's the AMC corporate story, and then there's the AMC stock story. And both of them are scary. They're both very scary. The corporate story is scary because the company's $5.5 billion in the hole, and the stock story is scary because they're now at 38.78. And what are they going to do? Everyone's going, wow! I can't believe it's gone where it's gone. I can't believe it's traded the way it's traded. There are the diehards and the zealots who are saying 1,000 a share, it's going to the moon. There's the others going, wow! I mean, this is beyond my reason to understand it. I don't know what, I really wonder if I should sell some of this or not, because a lot of you have purchased AMC with money that you shouldn't be using in the market. And you know who you are out there. I know who you are. You know who you are. There are people out there who own AMC who have sold everything to do it, to buy the stock. People who have taken cash advances on their credit cards, people who have borrowed against their homes, people who have sold their cars, people who've pawned stuff. There are people who have put everything they've got into this stock at various prices, and at 38.81, most of them are in the chips right now, at the moment. And these are the folks who believe that there's a bigger day coming yet. What I'm praying for and have been just constantly saying to you guys, any of you out there, get your money off the table. Do not be margining this stuff. Make sure it's a cash buy. Make sure you take your cash position off, and whatever's left over is a free ride for you. Knock yourself out. If you write contracts against your stock, good for you. Bring the cash in, pay off your debt that you used to acquire this stuff, if you can. And I'm hoping and praying that a number of you out there, maybe millions of you, I don't know, thousands of you, you borrowed money, you found a way to buy this stock, but you've got debts galore all over the place. And there's a potential scenario here where if you got out in this neighborhood, that you could pay off everything. You might not have a bunch of cash left over, but you've just eliminated a whole bunch of IOUs. And I'm just hoping you take advantage of this market to straighten out your finances and score. I wish nothing but the best for any investor. I am not against any investor. I am for making money. I love it when people make money. But there are winners and there are losers. And right now, there are people buying and selling the stock at this moment at 38.86 a share. And there might be a winner and a loser on every one of these transactions. I don't know. It's been a hell of a ride, and we're going to stay on it and keep watching it. Thank you, all of you, for being here today. We are 13 minutes away from opening for trading today on the markets. The markets themselves look positive this morning. We've got the Dow up 83 points. We had S&P up 10, and we've got the NASDAQ showing gain of 25 points. Crude oil at 68.45 is up 73 cents a barrel. Overpriced, overhyped, and I just do not buy into the so-called notion that, oh, America and Canada and North America is opening up again, and we're going to have oil shortages. Forget about it. There will be no oil shortages going forward. There will be plenty of gasoline. If you buy into this hype, you're a sucker, because there's so much oil sloshing around in the international markets and domestically in the US and Canada. There's more than we can possibly use. But anyway, it is 68.42, and I'm happy for my friends in Oklahoma, in Texas, those of you in North Dakota, in Alberta, Saskatchewan, British Columbia, wherever you're in the energy business, way to go. You're finally making a couple of bucks, and I hope it lasts a while, because it's been a rough several years for the oil and gas sector out there. SOFI, 23.25 a share this morning. We've got 290,000 shares traded so far today. SOFI Technologies, the online banker, has been upgraded to a buy for the first time ever. A buy rating has been issued by Oppenheimer, Wall Street, a long-term player on Wall Street. One of the veteran houses have come up, one of the first analysts to recommend the stock as a buy to its followers, to its clients. And get ready for a lot more of this. This is going to be the new normal for this company and these stocks. This online bank is going to be reviewed by every analyst all over the world, and there will be all kinds of ratings. Some will be just hold ratings. Some will be perform, underperform, overperform, buy rating, hold ratings. You're going to get it all. We're going to hear target prices for the shares. I do not anticipate any analyst coming out saying this is a $5 stock. I don't see that. What I'm thinking about is the target prices for these shares will range from, I bet you, $15 to $50. They'll be all over the map, but there will be, I think, more analysts recommending a buy on this stock at a higher price than where we're trading at right now. And so there's some opportunities here, folks, some upside for you. And I really like the look of this whole scenario. GameStop, $252.30 right now in the pre-market, up $328 a share, volume of 325,000 shares. We do not notice, I have not noticed any new news at this point anywhere officially. I don't anticipate any news today. I'm anticipating a very busy week next week because that is annual meeting week for this company. And I'm pretty sure that Mr. Cohen and his group are setting up the annual meeting to utilize it. My hope is as a news release event to talk about, I'm hoping, their new CEO. I hope they're introducing that individual to us. Their first quarter financials will be revealed and their prospects for the rest of the year. So I'm looking forward to a lot of this coming up. The stock 250, 270, up 368. Volume 326,000. It was 220, 222 Friday night after last week's activity. Had been at 267, 268 Thursday, Wednesday, a couple days before last week. Now we're back to 252, and would not surprise me if the shares continue to solidify and maybe go higher from here into the 275, 85 range as we get closer to the meeting and news. And now the question will be, if the CEO is a person of note, if the street looks at this individual and goes, holy moly, look at who they brought in as a CEO. If that individual has camera presence, has media presence, has media experience, we're talking about a new promoter for the company, a serious promoter that can be in front of any camera at any time. You give me somebody as good as that gentleman who did the interview yesterday on CNBC for SoFi. You give me a guy like that, guy or a girl, this stock is a 350 stock. I mean, it will just go because the spokesperson can make such a difference to sell the message of what this company is about. But the first quarter financials will be one of the most interesting things for me to see, because I want to know how were the numbers for February, March, and April compared to February, March, and April a year ago. We know that a year ago, February, everything was open. March and April, everything was closed. This year, everything was open again. And so GameStop should have had no trouble whatsoever to blow the doors off of last year. That's 2020's numbers. Then we're going to take a look at 2019's first quarter numbers and see how they matched up to that. And if they exceeded that, we want to take a look at the 2018 numbers and see how they've matched up against that. So GameStop is actually competing against itself for confirmation that they're on the right track financially and sales-wise and everything else. Mr. Cohen and of course his group of new people, they will be the ones telling us about the future of the company now going forward regarding e-commerce and how that fulfillment center is going in York, Pennsylvania. We heard about for the first time about 2.5, 3 weeks ago, and any other developments going on. We're also going to find out, we hope, the fate of some of these stores that they have been shutting down. How many will be closed off this year is anticipated, how many next year. We know that leases on retail stores always have to be renewed if you're going to keep your store around. Usually you have a 5-year lease with a 5-year option, or you have a 10-year lease. And so we're waiting to hear from this company about how many of our leases that are expiring this year in the USA, Canada, everywhere else, are we not renewing? What's our store count going to be that we think our store count is going to be by the end of the year? That is something I want to hear about, because that to me is the confirmation of the continual transformation from retail to e-commerce, as that's the direction I think they're headed. Obviously, the NFT news, this whole thing about non-fungible tokens, what is that all about? What future is there on this? How is that going to be played? and what is the impact towards the company long term. And of course, esports, esport tournaments, esport perhaps wagering, esport organization. There's so much to be learned from that. And I think that the big secret that this company has, or the news that really hasn't yet been talked about in any real way, is the huge potential that GameStop actually has is to make a ton of money, net profit, just being an operator of websites for all of these divisions. I think that the amount of advertising that they can haul in from all the eyeballs that will be attracted to these various divisions of the company will make them more money than all of their expenses. I mean, it'll put them into the profit position without selling a single item. And I'm really thinking that they would be able to make enough money from selling placement for companies' products on their various websites. They'll make more money from that than the cost of their entire corporation. And any sales they have and any revenues they make from tournament play or from any kind of wagering play or media sponsorship play, whatever they're doing, will be gravy towards the bottom line. And at the end of the day, there are still only 70 million shares outstanding of this company. That's all there is. So if they make a profit of $70 million in a year from a company that used to do 10 to 12 billion a year in sales a few years ago, they reach those kinds of sales figures as an e-commerce player. Say 60% of their money is coming from e-commerce and online activity, and 40% is coming from brick. For them to make a $70 million profit is a no-brainer, absolutely no-brainer. The question will be, how many times over can they make $70 million a year? Because $70 million a year is $1 a share in earnings. And for every dollar per share in earnings, I'm guessing that the stock's valuation on the open market will be between $50 and $100 a share for every dollar they generate in profit. If they can generate $5 in profit, say next year, if the analysts believe that, yeah, that's possible, then to me, it justifies a $250 to a $500 stock based on a 50-time PE multiple to a 100-time PE multiple, price earnings per share. But if the analysts are saying, we think they can do $5 a share for 2022-23, however, we think they can do $8 to $12 a share 2023-24. That is where it gets interesting, because if they actually have the ability to earn $10 to $12 a share net profit by that point in time, at 50 to 100 times earnings, we're talking $600 to $1,200 a share on the open market for GameStop. It's a company, again, with only 70 million shares in existence completely. GameStop has almost 500 million shares in existence. This one at 70 million shares in existence. This is why GameStop does not trade 200 million shares a day. You can't trade 200 million shares a day with only 70 million out unless you've got 300 million shorted that shouldn't be shorted. I can't find evidence of that number, but we have got our suspicions. There's a lot of paper floating around out there on GameStop, and it's already, quote, squeezed-ish up from 160 to 250, kind of squeezed-ish. We'll find out going forward really what this is all about. Folks, thank you for joining me today. It is 6:27. We got 3 minutes to go until the opening. Kurt, thank you for this donation. 618, $30 SoFi call. Get out now or let her run. You got contracts that die in 16 days. I would hang on for the day here and see what it gives you. If the SoFi shares want to run to the 25 neighborhood today, tomorrow, you're getting closer. You might then be able to roll out and maybe get at $30 calls into October, something like that. You're in that dicey situation. You're getting closer to your strike price than you were a week ago when you were down at $17, $18 a share. You've come a ways, but you haven't come enough. And now you need this next $5 move to give you a $250 valuation, and you're probably going to score a nice return on your call, because I can't imagine you paid a lot for it when you bought it. But you got to be getting ready for a rollover in the next 24 or 48 hours. My humble opinion, this is Wednesday, so between now and Friday, you want to make your move. You do not want to wait till next week. Get it done before the week is out. That's just my hunch. 23.64 on SoFi as we come into the last minute before the opening of the market. Watching CNBC getting ready to open the trading. We'll see how it runs. I like the way this SoFi is reacting coming into this opening. Absolutely wonderful. I think we're going to have some fun today. Money is going to be made, and we're going to just see how much and by whom. Thank you, one, and thank you all for being here today. Also, thank you to a few of you out there who have been making donations to me this morning again through PayPal. I do appreciate that. And awful kind of you to do it. I did notice one that came through a couple minutes ago. To see if I can find the name quickly. I'd like to give shout outs to all of you out there who are shouting out to me. I really appreciate you guys. So kind of you being here. Looks like who we got here. Come on, phone. Now my phone wants to think about it. Terry Swinson, thank you, Terry, for the donation received today. David Shin, thank you. Deborah Morrell, thank you. A number of you are contacting me for one-on-one consultations. We're running out of space on those. Also, classrooms coming up. We will be moving forward shortly. Stand by for announcements on that, and we will begin the process of taking on people who'd like to be in the class. AMC is open, $37 on a share. Looks like we're up and running right now. Let me double check everything. SoFi has opened up at $23.34, up 68 cents on 600,000 shares to start the day, I believe. Thank you. And we've got GameStop with 246.81, 248, excuse me now, 248 on 420,000, down about 80 cents. AMC 36.71. Volume of 41 million to start the morning. That is lighter than lately. We've usually started between 50 and 100 million shares by now. We'll watch that closely, as we always do. $36 a share on AMC. On the pre-market, it hit 45, but it's never traded at 45 on the actual market itself. So we'll keep an eye on that. VGAC is $9.99 at the moment, looks like, pre-market. We'll see where that wants to take us. Oh, actually, I'm showing it at 10.01, pardon me, on 168,000. So VGAC is picking up a little bit of steam. Gore's Holdings, 14.10 to 14.18. Looks like it's up about 20 cents on 20,000. That's picking up a little bit of interest as well. Fifth Wheel holding at 10.59, it looks like, unchanged. Not a lot happening there. We've got, let's see, NavSite at 9.95 last night. We've got SVAC at 9.95, up 3 cents. We have Fortress sitting at $10 unchanged at this moment in time. Early morning, early trades. We're looking at the Dow up 84 points right now. We've got, up 50 points, pardon me, as we get refreshed stats. Up 3.5 on S&P, up 12.7 on the NASDAQ. That is where we're at right now on early morning, first thing in the morning trading that's going on right now. Oh my gosh, we're having fun today. SoFi jumping around quite a bit now. 22.87, up 22 cents, 22.89. Watching that one try to settle in and begin its day. Upgraded this morning, or let me put it this way. Coverage initiated, I think is the way we're going to have to say this. Coverage has been initiated by Oppenheimer on Wall Street of SoFi with a $25 target and a buy rating. That is what is the first salvo for the first analyst to jump on board the SoFi train. Oppenheimer has come out with a buy recommendation with a $25 target for SoFi. 23.05 right now, 23.09 right now, up 44 cents. GameStop, 246.77 down 225, 617,000 shares. We are waiting for GameStop's annual meeting and a whole bunch of news between now and next week. And I think next week is the operative word. By next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we will be drowning in GameStop news. Its question is, what will the stock do between now and then? And that's why we're watching this every second. 248.40 down 62 cents. AMC now 37.64, up 560 on the morning so far. Volume 53 million shares, and we're watching for that. It reached $38 last night in the post market. Then it backed off and started again this morning in the pre-market, reaching 45. And here we are now on the New York Stock Exchange, high of the morning, 38.41, low of 35.60. on AMC, now at $36.84, $37 range. These are record prices for the stock on the New York Stock Exchange. Not necessarily all-time trading range, but on the big board during live hours, these are record prices. $36.58 now on AMC. Lots of speculation. Apparently, I heard this morning that the president of the company and the company itself made an announcement that they're offering some kind of a promotional rewards program of some kind to the shareholders of the company. I'm not sure how they're going to verify if you're a shareholder or not. But of the 3.5 million shareholders being retail investors of the company, AMC is trying to say to you folks, you own stock in our company and you're coming to our theater for a show, free popcorn. Being a shareholder of the company, you get free popcorn. And there might be other perks involved. Smart marketing move by AMC, to say the least. Absolutely smart marketing move. Try to get more street traffic into the theater from your own shareholders, of which now you apparently have 3.5 million. It's the most interesting kind of a thing going on there. We'll watch for that. 2303 on SoFi right now, up 37.38 cents this morning. We're trading right now on 1.2 million shares. We'll take that action for sure. Hello, Jennifer. How are you doing?
I need your phone.
She needs my phone, and my phone is gone. There's all the quotes you need. They're gone. No quotes. We're done for. We're running blind now on the open markets. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was a nice day this morning. The sun came out. There's a clear sky. It's going to be a warm day today. What else can I talk to you about? Well, I can't give you stock quotes. Well, I just say we're feeling good. And we're anyway, AMC 3804 right now on the markets, as far as I can tell you. Keeping an eye on other quotes. GameStop 246.27 down 276. And SoFi 2281. Other quotes to take a peek at. Looking at VGAC trading at $10 a share. We've got Gores at 14.14, up 24 cents a share. We have FAII sitting at 9.99. VACQ Vector Acquisitions 10.06, up 2 cents. SVAC at 9.94, up 2 cents. So far this morning. So we have a few little gains here and there. We're taking it. The Dow was down 3 points, is now unchanged practically, virtually at zero here. The S&P is up 2 points, NASDAQ up 18 or 19 points. And we have a mixed opening at the bell right now. Apparently Goldman Sachs shares are under pressure this morning. Not sure why, but that's what we're showing at this point in time. Oil down up 51 cents, positive 51 cents. Right now. Interest rates, let me take a look here. The 10-year note, 1.599. No problem with the 10-year. We're not running into interest rate issues, so that's not a problem. Germany is still negative 0.19%, a fifth of a percentage point for their 10-year note. Italy is 0.89. Spain is at 0.45. The UK is at 0.80. And Japan, give them money for 10 years. They will pay you 0.079%. 79/100ths of a percentage point is the amount of money you're going to get from Japan if you give them money for 10 years. Of course, inflation is 3 right now. You lose, but you are being paid off in Japanese yen. How about that? Jen, what is happening? Why are you dancing? What's the big deal? What's happening?
We're getting our second shot.
We're getting our second shot. Woo! That is awesome. Yay, I get another needle in my arm. Yeah. But it's okay for the right reasons. Is that soon?
And I had to work around your schedule, but next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. That's only in 6 days. Fantastic.
Well, we could have done it earlier, but
schedule.
I'm scheduling you sick time.
There, see? Next Tuesday, I'm going in. Oh, man.
So next Wednesday, might not see Uncle Bruce.
Uncle Bruce might not be feeling well on Wednesday, but then again, we'll see how Bruce feels on Wednesday when the show starts. But Tuesday, we're getting our second shots. Woo-hoo. Jen is dancing. You really don't want to see this. I think you want to imagine it.
Well, that's our daughter always says, no dancing.
No dancing.
No talking.
No
singing.
Let me just show the folks this photo here. That's us right there, and that's exactly how we will be dressed when we go to the hospital
No,
to get our second
or
shots.
we'll just have to rip one arm off your tux.
Well, I'll have to just take my jacket off, and they can roll up the sleeve there. But
Show them the guns.
the dress that you're wearing, there are no sleeves to worry about, so they can get right at your arm, no problem whatsoever. And the way that dress looks, you won't be overheating either.
Ask them if they know what this is. Do that.
What is that?
Go do this.
What? Oh, ask them if they know what this is. Oh my gosh, folks, this is a.
See you.
You can see me. Hang on. So Jen is asking me to show you. Hang on a second. Oh my gosh, hang on. Now you put me on the
That's what
spot.
happens when you get me earlier in the morning.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, she's asking me to ask you if you know what this is. Hang on a second. What was that again? Do you know what this is?
No, you gotta show it this way.
Oh, okay. You got that. You know what this is?
It's a gun rack.
It's a gun rack. It's a gun rack. And Jen's got her gun rack going.
Showing the guns.
She's showing the guns. I'm ready to go in. Shoot me in the gun. Oh man. I'm afraid now. Okay, Jen, we'll see you a little later. Oh man. Jen is up and about. Jen is normally not up this early in the morning, but because we got the. Did you hear that? I'm always up this early, but I never come out. She's not on her feet this time of the morning usually. She's usually lying in bed going, not now. No, I'm not getting up yet. No, I'm not. No, not now. No, not now. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, folks, welcome to the Bruce and Jen show here. Fantastic. The Dow's down 17.5, and S&P is up 0.8, and NASDAQ is up 17, 18 points. That's what we got right now. Now the Dow's only down 10, so there we are near the flat line right now. SoFi 2306 up 41 cents a share. GameStop is up 343 to 252.45. AMC at 38.65 up 661. Gore's at 14.15 up a quarter. VGAC up a penny. Fifth Wall up a penny. Vector up 3 cents. Navsite unchanged. Starboard up 2 cents. Fortress down 1 cent. We've almost green across the board on every SPAC we follow and the stocks that we follow as well. Interesting morning so far. Dow is down 6 points right now. Guys, thank you for being here. 254 on GameStop as it's moving higher again. Interesting how these waves come through. AMC now $39 a share, up $7. And again, I cannot confirm to any of you what AMC, what's been happening at AMC with regard to short sellers, whether this 8.5 million share issuance, which probably is the last issuance they could have done under their allowable, whether that went to a short seller through a dealer, I don't know, but the dealer did well, really well. And so there's all kinds of speculation. Apparently there's word on the street is that the dealer, the broker dealer that put together this $230 million buy for the 8.5 million shares of AMC, they're struggling. They're not doing too well. But I heard the rumor was they made $105 million on the deal. I got to figure that's taking some of the struggle away. It's got to take some of the struggles away. Whatever struggles you've got, they got to be 105 fewer million of them now. Again, I don't know. Maybe they're drinking champagne yesterday and evening and today. I don't know. 250, 253, 254 on GameStop, 23.12 on SoFi, up 43 cents. I hope you're doing well, everybody. And see what's going on. Shaky, I ordered 5 VGAC call contracts on the pre-market, but only 1 was filled. Should I cancel the 4 unfilled and buy them now, or wait for the price to go down to get them filled automatically? Just sit tight. Just sit tight. Don't do anything. Just sit tight. There's no reason for VGAC to double in price today. It could go up today, but it might just sit here. Just be there. You got a buyer. Wait for it to come to you. See if you get them. No point in pushing them at all. All right. Let's see. Are you allowed in California with those guns? Let's see. The mean streets of Creston. They have still like 99 more problems. Really, James. Thank you, James, for becoming a new member of this channel. I have not had time to get to the comments this morning. Thank you, all of you who've been here talking to each other. I'm glad you're here. Thanks, Uncle B. You got it. As a residential contractor, I tested out Matterport yesterday at work, and I got to say, I love it. This tech is going to be huge. Just picked up 50 GHVI, and we'll keep building this position. Well, Cynthia, I'm getting this from a lot of you guys. It's really interesting. Getting a lot of people in the building management business, contractor business, realtors, insurance companies. This Matterport Gores Holdings deal, this is going to be a winner, a real winner. 14.15 on the stock now for Gores, up 25 cents this morning. A most interesting company, and they're exploding. I mean, Matterport is growing phenomenally right now. They're already in 150 countries. They have now set up technology that you can literally use your phone by hand to do a lot of this, and or you can use their camera. Very sophisticated. It's pretty exciting stuff. So we're going to hear a lot about this. Let's put it this way. The market is going to hear a lot about this company and Matterport going forward, and they're going to like what they hear. And I think that Matterport is going to get a ton of press because of how unique this thing is, how unique this 3D imaging is for anyone to use. Do not be surprised. I know right now that if you go to Zillow and you look at listings on Zillow, there are many, many homes for sale on Zillow that have Matterport in the to show you the house, so that you can go house shopping through Zillow using Matterport. But I'm also aware that Airbnb, they've partnered with Matterport, and I can't imagine a year or two from now that there will not be, I think, a single listing of any property for rent through Airbnb without it being Matterported first. All right. If you have a condo you want to rent out, or your home or an apartment for a week or two or a month or two, you're going to have to Matterport the house or the condo to be able to list on Airbnb. I think that will be the future. That's my opinion. And so for Matterport, they're getting ins everywhere. Every hotel chain will be Matterported. Every cruise ship will be Matterported. Every resort, every all-inclusive resort, any new property anywhere will be Matterported. This will be the new normal for all of us. And if we come across, say, you go to Expedia.com or whatever booking site you want to book through for a holiday, and you can't find the hotel you want to go to that's Matterported, you might not rent from there. You're going to become that particular as a potential customer, because if all you're being given are photographs of the front of the hotel and a couple of rooms that they're showing you that they've prettied up for you, but they're not giving you a Matterport tour of every room in the hotel so you can pick your room number, you're not going to rent from these guys. And even Motel 6s will be Matterported. I'm talking 5-star down to half a star. You're going to have to Matterport. And that will mean a lot of blemishes will have to be taken care of by low-end property managers to avoid the Matterport problem, because you don't want to Matterport a dump, because then it will show as a dump and no one will rent it. I mean, on it goes, right? 253 on GameStop, 2301 on SoFi, AMC at 38.11, jumping around quite a bit. Gores Holdings now 14.20, up 30 cents. Going to be fun here, guys. Thank you for joining me and coming around. Love it. Hello, Uncle Bruce, new member here. I just bought 550 shares of VGAC. Now is the time. It's now trading at $10 a share on VGAC. The volume today has been 300,000 shares so far. Richard Branson is dying to talk. He can't wait to start talking about 23andMe, and he'll soon get the chance. What if GameStop actually merged a partnership with AMC, and a portion of the theaters are converted into in-person 3D gaming studio for tournaments? Heck, Gores gets involved to help map it out. SPAC attack. Well, then you use the company that handles all the data, Sixtra. You handle that, and you have the satellite company that does all the data transfers. I mean, every single SPAC we're involved with will be involved in one deal. It'll all be one big conglomerate company. $10,000 a share, no offers. How about that? And away we go. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, there you have it. Thank you, everybody, for popping in here, joining up the channel. We are adding subscribers and we're getting followers, and you're getting me all excited. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. This is beautiful. What else is going on here? Welcome, James, of course, the common theme here, latest, greatest member. Nice to have you here, buddy. Let's see what's going on up here. Thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. He would be hearing applause when YouTube ups their technology. I bet you the day will come that they'll do on YouTube what they do on what they're doing on Twitch. You know, where down here will come up all kinds of little hearts and stuff, and thumbs ups will float up and stuff. I can imagine that coming. I don't know. I'm just curious. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Uncle Bruce, I bought a VGAC option for June the 18th at a strike price of $10 for 70 cents. I think it's a safe buy. You do you? Why do you think that? Why do you think it's a safe buy to buy a contract that has 16 days of life left in it when I tell you to buy contracts for next January? Why do you think you're safe buying a 16-day contract when I tell you to buy 240-day contracts? Over to you. Let me know why you think you're so smart. Brian, how you doing, Brian? Thank you for joining the channel as a new member. I'm glad to have you here. This is great stuff. All kinds of new people coming in here. We got Kayla. Kayla, what time frame do you suggest to buy calls for Gores next January? 8 months out. Buy long, really long. Get 15s, get 17 and a halves, get 16s if you can get them. Go long. 256 on GameStop now. $40 on AMC on the open market. That's a new high for AMC on the New York Stock Exchange right now. Let's see what else is going on. Everyone else who's through here, thank you for being here. As I try to keep up with these comments. Here we go. Visitor wants to know when to exercise my SoFi January 2022 $10 call options. Kind of want to start writing call options. You don't exercise. You're not going to exercise them. You're not going to do that. Why would you do that? You're going to sell those contracts for a big fat profit plus premium, and then you're going to turn around and just buy the stock on the open market. That's cheaper. That'll be better for you, because if you're going to sell, let's say your contract has a book value of 10, and you're selling them at, or it has a book value of 20. I don't even know the number. $20 book value with $2 premium. You're not going to give away the $2 premium by exercising the stock. You're going to sell the stock for that extra money. They take the $2 a share extra cash, and that's $200 a contract, which lets you buy more stock. If you got 10 contracts, you're definitely going to do that. You're not going to exercise. No, you're not. That's not a good idea. Should I sell some of my SoFi shares to buy more GHVI? I also have a few SoFi calls, so could sell this week if needed, but I don't have liquidity to add to Gores. No, you don't do that right now. Right now, you leave the SoFi alone. 23.33. You're going to $30 here. You're going to go SoFi to 30 before you do anything with it. Don't do a dang thing. So let's sit there and get rich. Stop screwing around. Wait it out. If you can't buy Gores right now, you can't buy Gores right now. It's okay. You'll make a bunch of money on SoFi, and then you'll make your next move later, one at a time. You never sell too soon, and this is too soon to sell SoFi. All righty. And I bought a 1750 call contract for December. I hope this is right. Brian, I'm assuming you bought call contracts for. I'm not even sure what you bought contracts for. Did you buy Gores? I don't know. You're not helping me here, buddy. Folks, I have an incredible memory, but it's really short. And even if you send me a message and then 5 minutes later you send me another message, I won't remember the message from before, because by the time I get to your messages, I'm 5 and 10 and 20 minutes behind the whole thing anyway. So you gotta tell me what, I bought a contract 1750. What do you think? That ain't helping. That's not gonna do it for me. Anyway, there you go. I do not want to see the used latex under the bed via Matterport or anything else. There you go. Yes, there are certain things you might want to do, like to prep your room before you film it. Yes, that could be a very good idea. Prep your room before you film it. All right. We were at 254 on GameStop. Observe Thyself is absolutely correct. As of about 4 minutes ago, we're now at 255.90. Beautiful stuff. Thank you guys. Darn it, forgot my thumbs up until now. I have failed you. How many thumbs ups have we got going on this show right now? 726 thumbs ups. with 77 thumbs down. So we're about a 10-to-1 ratio. I appreciate all of you who can give me a thumbs up today. Get us over 1,000 as soon as possible. That would be beautiful. We're at 2,000 people are here. We really should be at 1,500 thumbs ups right now. So we are about 800 behind where we should really be. Thank you, all of you who are hitting the thumbs up button. This is telling YouTube to send more viewers to this channel so they can find out all about SoFi. They can find out all about GameStop. They can find out all about Gores and VGAC and all the stocks you have. The more people who find out about the stocks you have and how well you're doing on some of these stocks, the more people will follow this channel and start to buy the stocks that you are already into. You're helping yourself by helping this channel grow. And we're at 859 on the thumbs up. So we're only 141 away from the first marker, which is 1,000 thumbs ups, which should be our minimum marker ASAP. Get this YouTube machine promoting us to promote your stock. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy for every one of you who are long any of these calls or shares. Help YouTube help you. I mean, it's simple. 911 now have come in. Thank you guys. 918. We're 82 away from 1,000 thumbs ups, and I appreciate it. Some of you out there are annoyed whenever I do this, asking for thumbs ups, but I got to tell you, this is so important for creators like me. It is an absolute necessity. We need thumbs ups and action on the thumbs ups side of things to encourage YouTube to promote us. I am up against millions of other channels for exposure, and this is the smallest gesture you can make to help us out. I'm begging you, please help us with thumbs ups. 974 right now, 981 right now. We're up to 1,000 here in just a minute. Keep them coming in, guys. We got to get the 1,500 thumbs ups to really make a dent here. And it's happening. 989 now. We're at 9. What are we at now? Next update, 1,000 thumbs ups have come through. Thank you, each and every one of you. Just 450 thumbs ups in the last 2 minutes. Just me begging for them. I really thank you for this. It makes such a difference. You have no idea. It is huge, the difference it makes. And if you're able to give thumbs ups to any video I've ever made in the past, that would come in handy too. Even on reruns, please give us thumbs ups if you're watching on the rerun, please. That helps as well dramatically, especially in the middle of the night when very few YouTubers are watching. Those of you who watch this show tonight at midnight your time, please give us a thumbs up when you're watching on reruns every time. This helps us dramatically. We're at $40.12 on AMC. $40.23 on AMC at the moment. We're showing SoFi at $23.22, up 57 cents. We're showing VGAC up a penny to $10. Gores Holdings to $14.18, up 28 cents. GameStop $254, up $5. FAII at $9.99. VACQ at $10.07. That's up 3 cents. SPAC hanging around $9.94 right now. Those are the markets that we are watching right now. That's where we are at right now on these markets. The Dow has gone positive again. It went negative to start, and it's turned it right around. We're now plus 66 points on the Dow, up 8 on the S&P 500, and we're up 22 on NASDAQ. Oil is only up 37 cents a barrel, coming in with a bit of profit taking probably. That is what's going on, excuse me, at the moment on this market. Thank you guys so much. I bought 1750 call options for VGAC. Now there's what I want to hear. There's what I want to see. Brian, okay, I got you. I don't know what the expiry is. I hope you said it was December. Good job. You're going to be safer with that. Fantastic. Observe Thyself says you reached 256 on this thing already. I know it, and I love it. I love you too, Observe Thyself. Thank you for being here so much for being here. We touched 257. I think we did hit a high today on the GameStop shares. Where were we here? Here we are. GameStop, yeah. 258.78 has been the high of the day today so far. On GameStop, I think we're going higher. I don't think we're going to be limited under the 250 mark. We're going over 260 today, possibly. We'll see how this goes. AMC at 40.83, Gores 14.14. As we continue to run along here, folks, we're having fun. I hope you're making money. Hope you're getting richer. Let's see. Mr. Mojo Risen, Uncle Bruce, you may not have shares in these stocks, but you have an unbelievable amount of shares and good karma for what you do. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys are sitting on a ton of these winners and are going to make an absolute fortune. That's what I would like to have. I want my viewers to be very wealthy. I love doing talking to very wealthy viewers. Very wealthy viewers just have a kind nature about them. And it kind of works out for me. So you betcha. Go, guys, go. Let's see what we can do. What else is going on? 2 clicks right. I bought that exact same. I bought that exact same option about a month and a half ago for 25 cents, 30 cents, maybe. It was a good buy then because I'm ready to sell mine now for 70. Well, there you go, making double and hopefully more. Bama baby, Alabama babe, let's go, baby. We're going higher. Welcome all to the show. How long would you hold October call SoFi when I'm up 173% and 119%? Well, the stock is nowhere near where it's going. This next week or 2 or 3, I think we're heading for $30. So you got to wait for that. You haven't even started yet. We only listed yesterday morning. You haven't made money yet. You're going to make what we call serious money. I think that's why you're here, isn't it? It's nice to make money, but if we could make serious money, that'd be better. The 2 clicks. Then when the price was down 20-cent range, 15 or 2 or 3 weeks ago, I almost bought 2 more to average it, cost it out. You can't go wrong buying 15 to 20-cent contracts. I mean, what are you risking? Nothing. Chump change. You can get that kind of money taking empties back. That's how you make. That's how you make money. SoFi is cracking. 12.17, $35 call. Good idea. 12.17, 35. Good idea. What stock? Hello, Dustin. Good morning, Bagel Gang. VGAC. Okay, so buying VGAC calls. $35, not a good idea. No, I would not be buying $35 calls. No, I wouldn't be going over 20 on VGAC right now. Not even. I would get you down to 17.50 to 15, please. If you can buy 10s, even better, but not 30s. No. Should I sell all my 618 SoFi calls this week? I have $25 and $35 calls expiring on the 18th. By tomorrow, you should be rolling over. Between now and tomorrow, you should roll over. Let's go. I agree fully with Uncle Bruce's thoughts on AMC. After this run-up, time for some long puts on AMC. It's sitting at 41.52. I mean, it's just, more. The retail investors are all over this. It is not necessarily hedge funds that are driving this market. I can tell you that. It's not hedge funds driving this market. And so the question will be, what will the volume be on AMC going through today, tomorrow? We're at 134 million now. A half an hour into the opening, and we'll just see if this continues. They have to have 500, 600, 700 million a day trading to maintain these prices. They don't get it, then there'll be this 101 shares for sale for every 100 wanted, 102 for every 100 wanted, 103, and it just slowly begins it'll come back, it'll go down, it'll come back, but it'll go down. You're going to get that 3-2 gig, 3 steps down, 2 up, 3 down, 1 up, 2 up. You're going to start getting that if the volume does not deliver. It's at 41.53 though. Everybody in this stock should be making money right now. I'm just hoping a lot of you who need money, who have bills, who have expenses, who have IOUs everywhere are taking care of business, because this is your shot to take care of business and solidify your foundation. I'm praying that's what you're doing. But please do not think that I can hold this for the next 5 years at these levels or higher and it'll be all great. Don't think that way. Everything exploded in the last 10 days, and it hasn't finished. And what goes up can correct, can adjust, and taking profits at these levels and getting back in at 2025. What's wrong with that? Taking another shot. What's wrong with that? I say nothing, but to each his own. All right. Does anyone know the current price of a bagel? May 12.17 VGAC 35 call. Not a good idea. Not 35. Moving on. GameStop 253 right now. All right. I think I joined the channel today, but I think it wasn't announced like the other new members. Is that possible? Mirko Bulla. Mirko, welcome to the gang here. let me take a look at your becoming a member of this channel. Let's see what's going on here. Those of you becoming subscribers, thank you for subscribing to this channel as well. Love that. We love having you in here. We're now looking at memberships. Here we go. I'm not sure yet if the membership has been disclosed yet. Let's see. Sorry, where am I at right now? Here we go. It sometimes takes me a little while to see these new members coming in here. I got you, Mirko Bulla. I got you here. You've joined this morning, and I welcome you. Brian Long is here. Palm Beach Building Company is here. James 92, Gadiel Gonzalez, Richard Hurd, and now Jenny Foe has re-upped. And you're back and you're in here, guys. Thank you so much, so many of you, for joining up this channel, coming in here and joining the gang. I love you. I thank you so much. We're at 99,495 subscribers. We have lost about, I'm going to say we've lost about 1,200 subscribers since Saturday afternoon from upset AMC viewers, AMC investors, and so we're below 100,000 at the moment. That won't last long, but that's what we got. So anybody out there can join in. That would be great. Please become a subscriber and help us get back to 100,000. That'd be fabulous. Thank you. What's going on? And thanks. Okay, we've got. Let's see. Here we go. More comments. And the market SOFI 2306. The Dow is up 68. S&P is up 7. The Nasdaq's up 10. And we're looking at comments and everything else. GameStop 252 right now, 47. AMC at 4104. Gore's at 1415. Fifth Wall up 2 cents to 1062. Vector at 1002. Navsite 993. Starboard 994. Fortress 999. Those are your next bargains right there, waiting to go. So we'll see what that's all about. Let's see, Joe. We got this. We got that. Thank you, everybody. Continuing on. Is SoFi a sell at 30? No, I don't think so. I'm just saying it'll probably get there in a little while, and then we'll see what happens. I think it's going to go higher than that. But, you can perhaps start seeing contract rollovers at 30. That can make sense to me. We'll figure that out when we get there. Let's keep going. I'm going to post this message to see if he remembers it from 5 minutes ago. What's my name again? I don't remember. Let's see here. Thanks, everybody. I suppose now that my portfolio is up 48%, I can talk my Jen into another Uncle Bruce and me one-on-one. Well, that's great. Maybe you can talk her into classes. I don't know. We'll see what's happening. Oh, my gosh. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. I used the peak at the opening to close with 2 positions and bought back during the small dip. Now I have the same amount, $19.98, and $3 more in my portfolio. Go, go, go. Alrighty. Let's see. What else is going on? I sold 7 shares of AMC at 36 per share. It went up to 38 last night for hours. I did a limit order, good till canceled, which will last something like 180 days. 13 shares left equals profit. Okay. Continuing on, digital 6.4 AMC, covered calls $19, price $8.15. How do I save myself? Or will I be okay losing now? I didn't mean to short it, but I entered it wrong. Answer in detail, please. Buy back, buy to what? 2 legs, what? Well, okay, so you wrote a covered call and you got $8.15, so you're getting paid $27 a share to be taken out. It's trading at 40 at the moment. It's up $8 at the moment. This is Wednesday. You don't have to do anything till Friday. I would just wait till Friday. I wouldn't do anything right now. Nothing. Let the stock go wherever it wants. If the stock sits at 40, then you've got a $21 call contract, book value, theoretically. You could either let yourself be taken out and then wait on Monday, Tuesday next week to see where the stock wants to open. If the stock drifts back down, you'll wait on the sidelines to buy back in. On the other hand, if the shares between now and Friday do trade between 30 and 50, if that's what they're going to do, I'm not saying it will, but if it did that, If it goes down to 30, these contracts will only be worth $11 book value plus premium. But if it's happening on Friday, they might be trading at right around 11. Maybe you buy them back at 11 and turn around and do a new right at 40, 50 bucks a share for $12, $15. You got time. There's no need to make a single move at this moment in time whatsoever. Just sit here and just watch the show, because it's a show. Okay, let's see. D Gray. If I had a sense of humor, I'd be on YouTube. Let's see. Let's see here. Edward, thank you. Even on days I can't listen, I stop leaning long enough to give Bruce the thumbs ups. Come on, you guys. Help Bruce out with thumbs ups. We now have 1,100 thumbs ups. We need 400 more to get to 1,500 thumbs ups. And if you guys could please hit the thumbs up button right now for me. Let's break through 11 to 1,200 and get it up there to 1,500. Hit that thumbs up button hard. We only have 88 thumbs downs right now. We have 1,100 plus on the upside. So we are crushing the thumb down haters. We are crushing the haters beautifully. Bring me up over 1,400. It's a 15 to 1 ratio. Keep those thumbs ups coming in. Nail the thumbs ups hard. And let's crush these haters to the ground, because the haters are actually helping me out. There's now 90 of them, and there's 1,200 thumbs ups now. That's almost 1,300 thumbs action, and that's what YouTube is looking for. They're looking for total numbers, and so keep those thumbs ups coming, guys. Crush the haters as we move it up to 15 to 1. That is beautiful, beautiful stuff. 250.54 on GameStop. The high of the session so far looks like 258, if I've got my my mathematics correct. The Dow is up 60, S&P up 8, NASDAQ up 18. And we're watching here. There we go. Quick refresh. Yeah, 258 for the high, 244 for the low. Last at 250, up $1.43. Big week next week on GameStop. Big week next week. The annual meeting, the first quarter financials, hopefully CEO announcements. Lots to look forward to, folks. We're going to have some fun, all right? And let me continue on. I can't answer questions about other SPACs right now. I'm not familiar with any other SPACs. I'm way too busy going right now. Robert is saying, you know what? I sold a rental property back in February. The realtor used Matterport. Very cool technology. The house was purchased by someone halfway across the country. They never stepped foot in the house. Matterport. How valuable is this? I mean, huge. Gores Holdings, stock's going to rock. It's going to rock. That's why I keep telling you, Matterport Gores Holdings, it's at $14.19. They are days away from announcing a shareholder vote. They are weeks away from the completion of the merger, and it's quiet right now at $14.19. It's up 29 cents, but there are $15 call contracts you should be grabbing. There are 1750s you should be grabbing for December, January, February next year. You haven't got much time left. I warned you about SoFi. For the last 3 weeks, I've been warning you that your time is running out on SoFi. It ran out. You missed it at 17. You missed it at 18. You missed it at 19. Many of you did not miss it. You listened to me. You jumped in there. You got these calls. You are now reaping the rewards, and you will continue to do so. Gores is another one. You got to get your position in this thing. Do not waste any more time. Get in there. Waffle, I get my thumbs up out of the way right when I get in, right on, so I don't forget. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Bruce, Fifth Wall and VACQ are not optionable yet. Where would we find information when they will be? I don't know. I don't know where you're going to find this out. Check your systems every day. And I can tell you that if any of you notice it, I know someone's going to post it on here to say, you can trade options now. And as soon as you can, you'll make your move. Right on. Okay. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you. Every YouTuber asks for likes and subscribers. That's right. We do. It means a lot to us. It really does. And the fact that you become members of this channel is just another confirmation that I'm doing something right. And I thank you so much. Have increased all my SPACs from 100 shares to 150 shares today. However, my NSH is sitting in the buy order list and hasn't completed yet. Nothing for sale. Isn't that interesting? It's nothing for sale. I love the truth, Uncle Bruce. This is the way we all benefit. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So is it SOFI Technologies after all? Yes, it is. At $23.10 a share right now. AMC under 40 again, $39.90, up $7.86. GME 247.28. We're getting a little morning sell-off finally from some of these stocks. I've kind of been expecting a bit of a pullback somewhere. We'll see. Well, how much though? Anyway, there it is. Look, if you want thumbs up, just ask. Don't beat around the bush, Bruce. Don't hold back. Tell us you want a thumbs up. Beg us for a thumbs up. Remind us you want a thumbs up. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to hope you remember. Thank you, everybody. We love you, Uncle Bruce. I wish I could give you 2. Oh my God, Dan K. Thank you, Dan, for this super chat. Super chats are great for Bruce, but that little like button is for the whole YouTube community. That's right, the whole Uncle Bruce community. Thank you so much, everybody, for these. I appreciate them very much. Hi, Jen. Welcome back.
Well, hi.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
You seem to be in a good mood today. I wonder why is that? The fact that we're getting our second shots, we're getting our second
One
jabs.
step closer to hugging.
What? Ooh, oh my goodness. Well, we do hug.
The front-to-front hugs.
Oh.
Not those sneaky front-to-back hugs.
Oh, those spoon hugs.
Where you just sneak up behind somebody.
You know, some of those spoon hugs lead to children. That's when you're in your 20s. When you're in your 20s, yeah. When you're in your 30s, not so much. When you're 40s, almost never. And beyond that, who knows? Anyway, welcome, my dear. I'm wondering if I should have a bagel today.
Are you thinking bagel? Oh, that's weird.
I'm kind of wondering maybe should I have a bagel today, or what should I have today? What should I have a bagel today?
Well, variety. Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah. I'm thinking today, fried egg on a bagel might be.
Except for one thing.
There's one thing.
There's no dipping sauce.
We have no dipping sauce in the house.
He has no ketchup. I know.
Unthinkable.
We
are out of
really
ketchup.
cannot believe we don't have another one in the pantry.
We always have spares. We are caught short. Boy, do we need to get to a Costco.
So it might be an all-meat special.
Now what?
See? Now it's not a bad door number 2.
Maybe we should go with an all-meat special instead. Maybe that's the way to go with that mayo.
I think that's your only choice really today.
We're going all-meat special today. That's
it.
Beautiful toasted bagel, all-meat special. GameStop at 248. It needs our help. How about that? Oh my gosh. Well, okay, Jen. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh.
Fabulous, guys. Bruce, would buying 10 VGAC call contracts for December or January at $15 be a wise move? It would cost me $1,000 as always. Thank you for all you do. Buy it. Yes. Good move. A-okay. Got my green thumbs up all the way. You betcha. You betcha. Right on. I usually don't even look at the tickers all day. I just get the updates on here and check a few times during the day, laughing out loud. Bruce tells me the prices all the time. Rock and roll. Let's see here. Comments are flying by. I can't keep up with them, and I've lost a zillion comments. Couldn't read them fast enough. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Someone called Share21, 721 might have joined the channel. Thank you. I think I've missed it. Thank you, all of you, for coming through here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Perry, hey, Uncle Bruce, I have 2 January calls for VGAC, one at 10 and another at 12:50. I'm eyeing a few more 12:50. Good idea? Yeah, good idea. Real good idea. Yeah, all you can get. All you can afford. Pick them up. Yeah, Bruce is far out of message. I'm way out. I'm still 10 minutes behind right now. I'm trying to catch up to you guys. Can't do it. Oh my God, I can't do it. Josh, thank you, Josh. Is there a way to avoid having to wait 2 days for my cash to settle a trade? I used to not deal with this in my Robinhood. If you have a margin account, you can trade instantly. If it's a cash account, you might have to wait 2 days. I'm guessing. I don't know. 23.40 up 75 cents on SOFI, up 75 cents a share on the day. I think that's a new high today, or approaching a new high. SOFI 23.66, and we're moving higher, so they're looking good. GameStop 248.44, AMC 40.14, another wave going through right now. Okay, moving on. Moving on, thank you to Robert Lombardi. Robert, thank you for this $20 Canadian donation. You are one of my largest donations today on this channel, and I thank you for this. Uncle Bruce, I have GameStop covered calls, 250 June 11. That would be next week. $32. Afraid of being assigned. Maybe $320. Should I buy it back now and roll over a higher strike or wait it out? Sorry, I misspoke. Let me see that. Let me say it all over again. I've got GameStop $250 covered calls. It's the price was $32. I'm afraid of being assigned. Okay, the stock is now $249. Okay, here we go. All right, that makes more sense. So what do I do? Should I buy them back now and roll over? Well, if you did it now, at the stock's at $250 anyway. If you do it now and you write maybe a 300 or a 320, but further out, you might get more than $32 or equal to 32. You see what I'm saying? So if you can roll over into the same price range that you have to buy this one back for into another, then you've stepped forward, right? Now, it might cost you more to buy this contract than you sold it for, but you've just rolled it into the same price into another one with a higher strike price. I call you a winner because you're gaining on a capital gain basis with your stock going up and you're breaking even on these contracts, but you're setting the bar higher each time. And obviously, if you write a 300 or a 320 call or 325 or whichever one it is, forever, how long you got to go out for, eventually, the contract will shrink on you in value, which is what you want. Your stock hopefully will rise to the 300 level, which is what you want. And you're getting richer and richer despite it all. So there you go, Robert. Good plan. Look it over. See what you can do. $249.93 on the stock right now. It's possible, Robert, that in the next hour, the stock goes down to $240. And then you can buy these contracts back, less than what you sold them for, or the same neighborhood, and then you can hold back, buy the call, let the stock come back to 50, 60, and then write a call into the 300s and something. You could play that game too. Or do nothing. I mean, you're sitting here at 249 and these are 250s, and you do nothing, and you let each day continue to go by right now. Because if the shares go down to the 245, 240 range this afternoon, you're out of the money. Let's see what gives. But with all the news coming next week, you might want to take a look at getting them back at the lowest price possible and then sit on the sideline a little bit, let the stock inch up. Hopefully, if it goes to 270, 280, 290 between now and next week and during next week, you might be writing 350s. You might be reading 370s. Again, you're going to be writing, but you're going to be writing for top premium dollars. Absolutely right. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope this is making sense. We will have classes soon to go over all of this. And yes, I know you're trying to get the date of the merger. You can't find it yet, can't you? Yeah, neither can I. We haven't got it yet, but it's soon. It is soon. It's coming. Let's see. With options, should I buy a contract for $17.50 for December, or should you sell a contract? I have no idea what Brian is doing. Brian, stop drinking in the morning. Moving on here. I'm just having fun with you, Brian. Let's see. I picked up 30 more Gores. Right on. Gonna get richer. Uncle Jen, you're making me blush. Let's see here. Does anyone remember the Soupy Sales Show? Yeah, I remember the highlights of that. Scott, $10, $15 FAI calls for November 19 at 70 cents. I'm really excited. Nice job. All right. Just got 280 shares of NSH at $9.93. Steal. That's a bargain. You were stealing stock from those who know no better. Unbelievable. The seller could have gotten $10 a share by just giving it back to the company. Why are they selling it for $9.93? Because they're idiots, and you took advantage of them. Congratulations. Well done. You are the best, Uncle Bruce. SoFi already paid for a year of Uncle Butter. 23.48 now, up 83 cents on SoFi, 250 on GameStop, $40 on AMC. Okay. We are out of ketchup. What a crisis. We're going to the all meat bagel. Here's a solution. If you haven't got ketchup, you go here. And You enjoy the
Warn
bagel.
your heart, it's coming.
Warn it.
Warn your colon.
Warn
it's
it.
coming.
Warn it. We got action, baby.
More meat to pack away for the next year.
Yes, Miss Jen. More meat to pack away for next year. Oh no. That's great.
Enjoy.
Thank you, my dear. We shall. Thank you, everybody. Everyone's here having fun. I'm still behind my messages by 10 minutes. And then the messages just jumped up here to the 10-minute mark. It's unbelievable. Thank you for joining me, Stefan Waller. Thank you for popping in and joining this channel. Thank you to Sean B. New members are coming on here. Thank you, guys. Sean, Bruce, I got $1,000 to spend on options today. Tell me the best way to do this. I've been saying it all day, all week, all month. Just keep listening and just keep watching and keep hanging around. I don't know how many times I have to say the same thing again and again and again. But if you're listening, you hear it. Just stick around. 23.52 up 88 cents on SoFi. Going higher. Maybe you want to buy options on SoFi for January next year, 25s. Did you hear that? Did you pick it up? AMC 40.74, Gores at 14.14. Those $15 call contracts on Gores for next January would be a good idea. December, January, February. Those are. Anybody hearing that? I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Last week, I wrote 10 on the NIL calls of mine. I got exercised about price strike. Feels bad, eh? Well, you didn't buy them back. Okay. Dan, thank you, Dan, for this. I'm going to recommend FAI at some point. I've always recommended FAII at some point. I don't know how many times I've recommended it in the last, 3 months, 4 months. Are you new, Dan? Are you brand new to this channel? Welcome, and thank you for being here. 5 NSH November 10 calls for $130. Millionaire yet? Laughing out loud. Let's see. Did anybody know a broker in Austria to trade options? Good question. Once again, you need a rolling tracker at the bottom like local news. Do I? Do I really? Hey, Bruce, this question's just occurred to me. If a SPAC deal falls through, what happens? No idea. I've never answered that question before. I can't tell you. I opened a Tastyworks account in the UK to trade options. Right on. Beautiful. Bruce, what stocks do I buy today? Wait, I'll hang on. I'll be right back. Connor, anyone who is writing contracts on their GameStop shares deserves to get exercised. Well, there you go. And if you write a call contract, $50 out of the money to get exercised, congratulations. You just made $50 a share plus your premium. Beautifully done. Do it every month. Do that every month. Make $50 a share plus exercise premiums every month for a year. You will be really wealthy. That is a smart move. Pool Hall, your continued grift of the RH millennials is inspiring. Bagel power. The Robin Hood of millennials. I think that's good stuff. I'm not sure if that's good. I may have missed it, but if you decided the icon color for next month, I don't know if it changes next month. The first 3 months it changes, and then I think it stays the same until month 6. I think. I don't know if it changes. I flipped 350 into 900 buying June 420 SoFi calls last Friday. Got a lot of free money. How about that? There's even more money coming. 2344 going higher. Roland, welcome. I'm sorry, Wobble Stick. That's called a crawler. I like Tangela. I don't know what that means. Laughing out loud. Thank you, everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. I hate people suddenly turn on GameStop and start promoting selling calls against their shares after months of time to hold. This is not against the stock. Selling call contracts against GameStop is not a negative thing against the stock. It is putting extra cash in the hands of long-term GameStop holders who may buy more stock with the money. There are people who have GameStop shares that write 10 call contracts, turn around and buy another 100 shares of GameStop. Every time they do this, they are becoming larger holders of their favorite stock, allowing the option gamblers to let them buy more stock with the money. This is a good thing. This is a smart thing. This is a solidly good thing. And you are crazy if you don't take advantage of this unbelievable opportunity to get richer while the shares are meandering along. I agree. They've gone from 150 to 250 in 2 weeks. I agree with that. But are they going from 250 to 500 in 2 weeks? Maybe, maybe not. And if you can take contracts now at 280, 300, 320 and get exercised, great move. You'll roll them again, buy more, sell more calls, and bring in more cash and keep buying more stock. Get richer, please. Get richer. I just bought me some NSH. At $9.95. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Hey, Bruce, will 23andMe monetize their customers? Isn't DNA thing a one-time payment thing? I think the data they're sitting on is priceless. It's going to make them a lot of money. It's for studies and everything else. It's incredible. Holy moly, Bruce, look at those VGAC calls. Mine are almost double in price and the stock hasn't even moved yet. When I sell them, expect a PayPal donation. I'm telling you guys, when contracts go up in value, and the stocks haven't moved yet, guess what's happening? The street is coming in. They're coming in. And as soon as they unleash the VGAC stock to the market, which is in 8 days, look out. We're going higher. BD, I have 2 SoFi January 22 calls at 1250. At 11.25, ask Jan 22, 25 calls or 4.25. Should I sell the 12.50s to leverage up with more calls at 25? That's what the question is. So you've got 2 calls that are trading at now about $11 each, $2,200 worth. The stock is going higher on you now, which is what you want. Do I roll over? Well, if you roll over, you can roll into probably 3 contracts for every one you got. So you could go to 6, something like that. You go from 2 to 6 contracts. That could be a move that you could look into. It could be. You could sit back and let the shares go to the 25 mark and maybe look at that. You got to do the math. The 425, the 425s can go to 8, you double your money. If these 11s can go to 22, you double your money. What will it take to go from 11 to 22 versus 4 to 8? What kind of move do you need on the stock? You have to extrapolate that and figure this out. That's why we're going to have classes. 23.57 on the stock, up 92 cents. You are getting richer by doing nothing right now, which I love. But making a rollover might be a good idea. So think about that. Keep an eye open. If you can afford to buy the calls before you sell the calls, that might be the best way to do it, because what you don't want to do is sell your calls and not be able to buy the calls. You don't want to be in that position because now you're flat and you got nothing and it keeps going on you. You got to be careful. So keep an eye open on this. 251 on GameStop, and I'm going to start eating my bagel. Guys, thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining this channel, following this channel, making donations, and giving me thumbs ups. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Way to go, Nick. Way to go. 23.68 on SoFi. Up $1.03. We're running again. You're going higher. You're going higher. Like it or not, you're getting richer. Woohoo! Connor, I get what you're saying, Bruce. A lot of people doing it don't know that what they're doing. Don't turn around, don't buy it back, laughing out loud. Anyway, we're looking good. Bertie, thank you. Sending a donation just because my stripper money is way up because of you. Fred, Adam, Justin, we're hitting the strip clubs. Uncle Bruce's picks. Way to go. Thank you, guys. 12 more VGAC. Holy moly. Holy moly, we're going higher. The Oracle of Creston. We're going higher, baby. I now have GameStop shares. I don't write calls because I have seen the stock hit 5% through minutes. The only sure shot is way to keep my shares. Simply hold them. Do what you want. Covered calls on games are a nice way to increase your share count with low risk. That's it. Here we go. We're going higher and higher. 23.93 up $1.28 on SoFi. $24 on SoFi. 24. Oh, baby. How much higher than the price when shorted? Does the share price normally rise from margin call? End meter, I don't know. Depends on the customer and the broker and how much money they have. 24.04 going higher. The first out you can go on FAI is November. Is that enough time? Yep. It's time. It's good time. Yep. SoFi call up 130%. We're going higher. 24.13, 24.16 going higher. Is anyone making money today? I mean, is there anyone here on this channel making anything at all? I mean, anybody? Jersey, Bruce, I have another 10 grand firepower. Should I put it half in SoFi calls, the other half in VGAC calls? I would look at that. I would look at maybe even trying to get some Gores. It's at 14.43 at 53 cents today. Maybe split it into three and do that perhaps. Yeah, get ready. 24.36 on SoFi, up $1.71 again today. Going higher, guys. You're going higher. You're going higher. I had a contractor at my house yesterday, and his name was Bruce. My 9-year-old son is, wait, is that Uncle Bruce? You mean there's more than one Bruce? What? That can't be. Will the VGAC merger be postponed because of income late filing? I don't think so. Going higher, 24.33 on SoFi. How about that? Is anyone being blocked from writing covered calls on GameStop and TD Ameritrade? Is it because I only have 100? You should be able to write with 100. You should be making a phone call to those guys, finding out what's going on. How come you're not letting me write a contract? SoFi contract's hitting 700 a contract. I don't know what that means. I'm up 13.5 on SoFi. Way to go, you guys. Making money on SoFi. 24.33. 248 on GameStop, 39.97 right now on AMC. We got Gores at 14.46. Looking good, guys. The Dow's up 79, S&P up 9, NASDAQ up 20. Looking good. Getting richer, up several thousand today. Holy cramoly. Uncle Brett, never made this much money this fast. Thank you for everything you've taught me about options. Well, welcome to the market. I've only made $2 grand today. So far, kind of like a typical month before you. Beautiful. Went up $4 grand yesterday too, only 500. I think the stock market things are up and down day to day. It does. Erico, stock market Bruce, when it comes time to sell my call contracts, am I reselling straight back to the market makers like I would a stock? Yeah, you would. Or do I need to wait for the buyer to grab them up? No, you will offer them. You're not going to sell at market. I should correct myself. You're going to put them on the offer, maybe a nickel below the offer. If the market is 12 to 12.50, you're at 12.45. The market is 7 to 7.25, you're at 7.20. The market is 28.50 to 28.75, you're at 28.70. You're just under the offer, just under. Going higher. J Ray. Poor J Ray. 23.94. Jumping around on the SoFi. Should be 40.10 on GameStop. Or AMC, I should say. Oh my gosh. Brian, thank you, Brian. Hey, Bruce, I'm new listening, so I was wondering if buying a 715.50 call on VGAC for January is a good buy. It's a good buy, but the 15 would be better. But the 1750 is okay, but the 15 would be better. Just so you know. But you're good. You're good. Get a bunch of them though, Brian, if you can. If they're super cheap, buy a ton of them. Get leverage. 10 contracts. If you get those at really cheap price, you got 1,000 shares leverage. And look at what SoFi is doing. If that does what SoFi is doing, you're gonna make a lot of money. How about that? Bruce McLeod of the Clan McLeod. What do you think is a fair price of this thing, roughly? I don't know, James. They're not doing this. All these players who are putting this deal together, they're not doing this to have it go to $20. No way. They can make a lot more money a lot easier doing something else. There's a 3 handle on this stock. Sooner or later, there'll be a 3 handle on all these SPACs. That's the guys who created these are not here for a quick $5 or $10 a share. Believe me, they're not. So get in now. It's ground floor time. This is your chance. It's been a day. Can you elaborate on the current short interest of SoFi? I don't know what the current short interest is. Last time I saw one, it was something like 24 million shares, 30% of what the float used to be. But I don't know what it is now. But there's a run on this stock going on. What does that tell you? People need to buy in here. I love it. Not only am I making a killing on these SPACs, but my NVIDIA calls have made me happy over the last 2 weeks. Way to go, Funky J-Bell. You can afford to do it. Great. Bruce, you mix up GameStop, AMC tickers so much. I'm starting to think you're actually long on AMC and hate GameStop. Wheat Wild, Uncle Bruce, I'm sorry, but you missed my super chat. Thanks. Wheat Wild, I tell you, I've been having trouble catching up on super chats. And if you've been watching me a while, you probably know why, because I'm like drowning in all kinds of commentary here as I'm watching 25 things happen at the same time. And again, I thank all of you for your donations, your super chats, joining me. I mean, you name it. I love you. I can't keep up. It. I am scrambling here. And what can I say? My gosh, let's go here. Just look. I'm looking at all the super chats that have come in here so far, and I think I got you here, my friend. Let me see. Yeah, I got your comment here. You said earlier with this 30 donation. I don't know what that currency is, but thank you for the donation. Uncle Bruce just picked up 14 Nash. August 20th, 12 and a half calls at 15 cents. Also have 10 SVAC Jan 21, 12 and a half calls at 105. I bought 10 NSH November 19 calls for 1250s at 75, and 5 SoFi 1750s at $3.50. Pretty happy with this portfolio. I hold GameStop too, of course. Wheat Wild, you're gonna do well. You're gonna do just fine. You're gonna make lots of money, and it's going to be great. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. And let's see here. Just checking other comments from Super Chat. I think we've got all of these going through here. I've done all these. Yep, I've read that comment. I read that comment. Read that comment and read that comment. Dan, Dan is asking me the donation. I'm going to have to ask my employer to increase my tax deductions to half my paycheck because of you. Cool beans, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. Love this. GameStop 248 a share ballpark right now. Let's continue on here. The comments going through like crazy. There's Dan's comment right there. Alrighty. Half of my, Michael's saying, half my SoFi calls are up 200%. The other half are over 100%. Why didn't I buy more, Bruce? Michael, I don't understand it. You knew and I knew it was going to 400 a share. You and I both knew it was almost at 400 a share, and I don't know why you didn't buy more calls. I can't answer that for you. B-Dude, Bruce, I got some VGAC 1250 June 18s weeks ago for 4. Now they're 25. Did I make money? I don't know. Is that how you make money? Well, buy at 4, you go to 25. I'll get back to you. I don't know. So if the stock goes to 200 a share, Bruce, magically, would market makers buy my $20 strike contract? Yeah, there's always a market for contracts. Always. At every price. All the time. Market makers make the market on call contracts all the time as well as individuals. Yeah, you can always sell your calls. You can always buy more, get out. There's always liquidity. That's the beauty of this system. You're fine. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh boy. Bruce, I earned today already a new membership for a month without losing any of my money. Way to go. Woohoo. Let's have some fun. Fun. SMH 250. Woohoo. Cheers to all of you making money. Let's make money. Should I do this to do that to do this? You make your own decisions. I'm just telling you plain English what's going on. You figure it out. Pretty obvious what's going on here. There's some stuff moving and some stuff is moving nicely. Thank you, Wally. Gores, 1475, 1485. Woohoo! Here you go. The Savior says, Oppenheimer on SOFI, company's ability to generate sustained high levels of sales, EBITDA growth through client acquisition, cross-sell are what investors should focus on over the long term. There you go. Gores Holdings, there it is. Let's go. Anyway, I'm liking the playoff beard, Uncle Bree. Thank you. I cut myself shaving the other day. This mole right here, see that? I cut myself, and it's when you cut one of these, oh, they bleed. And so there's it's tender, so I'm not shaving for a while. Nope, can't do it. It's going to be fun. These are going to be fun. Bruce, I'm officially up 40 grand in the last 3 months from following your advice. And it's just the beginning. You are changing people's lives. Thank you for all you do. I do the best I can. You're changing my life. I hope to change yours. Thank you, everybody. Looks like my Gores Holdings June 18 bet might be okay after all. There you go. Gores, March 18th, 2022, $15 calls, currently cheaper than the January 21, 22, $15 calls. Buy. There you go. Yeah, when you see that kind of an anomaly, you pick them up for sure, although that might not last long. That might be good for one contract. I don't know if that quote's that solid. I don't know. You'll see. You need a minimum of 100 shares of any company to buy a call contract or a put contract. Correct. You have to be a shareholder of 100 shares to be able to write call contracts or put contracts. So I did my first call contract for Gores for a strike of 25 at 113. Okay. Bruce, your broadcast is making me tired. It's 2:45 a.m. in Auckland. Kiwi, thank you for being here. I hope you're making money like the rest of us. Adolfo, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience. Thank you for that and all these super chats. You guys are awesome. Thank you, those of you who've been making donations to my PayPal account. Those are the most preferred donations we love, because 96%, roughly about 95, 96% of the funds that you send us in super chat, we end up getting. We love you for those, of course. If you're able to do a PayPal donation, we thank you. The link should be down below. You guys are awesome. Beautiful. And here we are. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You were just giving us info. The hero we need, but we don't deserve. Yoo-hoo. And is bagels all you eat? Well, on Monday to Friday, I like a bagel. You know, what can I say? I kind of like a bagel. Making money, Sherry saying on SoFi, FAII, Gores, Nash, VGAC. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. And welcome, you guys. Way to go. Making money. Let's go. Bruce, the comments go too fast. Would buying 10 VGAC call contracts for December or into January 2022 at a $15 strike price be a wise move? It would cost me $1,000 as always. Thank you. Yes, it would be a wise move. Very, very wise move. Yeah. Okay. Hope that's slow enough. Yes. Do it. Get going. All right. Okay. Okay, we got a bleeder. Here. AB, when you have crazy amounts of capital to play with, like 100 grand, is it not a bad move to buy lots of Apple at the money 2 to 3 more years out? Are you thinking about buying call contracts on Apple 2 to 3 years out at the money? Is that what you're thinking about? Looking for like serious leverage on Apple? Well, everyone has their strategy. Another crazy move would take a lot of money and buy Apple stock and write contracts that are close in and bring in income, steady income all the time, and just rack it up. That's another strategy. Or bank stock. Or thank you, Thomas, for the donation on PayPal. I just saw that pop in here. Thank you so much, you guys. So that's another strategy. That's a good idea. I like that one actually better. Yeah. Bruce, please tell me what to do so I can hold you accountable for my bad decisions. Scott, I have 300 VGAC. Is there a good covered call play that can be made early next year? Well, we'll talk about that later. Not yet. Good Dog's Dad, a new member. Thank you very much for a new membership there. Beautiful. Thank you and welcome to the show. Beautiful stuff, guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I bought calls on Colin's hair and now they're out of the money. Do I sell or wait to see if it grows back? That's the question. Yeah, we don't know. We'll see. Oh man. Yeah, this is going to be a while down the road. Yeah, we'll be talking about that down the road. Uncle Bruce, when you say right call contracts, does it mean selling calls? Yes, it does. You need classes. You need my classes. I hate the term just saying because you're looking for an excuse. Hi all, been dealing with some very sad family stuff. Happy to have a chance to get back on. Picked up some SoFi on the dip yesterday. And you're smiling now. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. 24.14 on SoFi. 24.20 on SoFi. Going up again. 245 on GameStop. 38.56 on AMC. 14.55 on Gores. We're having a good day here, guys. I think we're having a good day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you. Rob, thank you for this. This is the largest donation today to the channel, and it ties another donation that came in today. So we have 2 gold medal members at 20 Canadian dollars today for donation size. Thank you, Rob. Thanks for the answer. My previous queue, I ended up buying my call at 33.20 from a buy, 32.20, selling another call for at 2.90 at 5, waiting for it to come to me. When it sells, we're able to buy more GameStop shares. There you go. Wanna rock? Why not? Okay, whatever works. So you're tying your own donation. That's okay. That's cool. So we have the gold medal man He's now a $40 donator to the show today, so he's all alone by himself. Karsten, there's a donation, 50 DKK. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I already made money on your advice since yesterday. So go SoFi. Thanks, Karsten, very much for this donation. Appreciate it. And I love seeing you guys make money. I love it when you guys make money. This is so good. Thank you, everybody. Yes, lighten up. You will sell this contract. You will sell these for money on the open market. And then you can roll into whatever you want. Do not exercise anything. Just roll over. Just sell, cash in, buy the next one, move on. Go long on time. Michael, thank you for becoming a new member of this channel. Thank you. Matt, thank you for becoming a new member of this channel. Thank you for joining us. 2410 on SoFi, GameStop 246, AMC 3929, Gores 1459. A and B, thank you, AB. Conversely, if you only had 1,000, it would be better to buy the Jan calls than own 100 shares. Still owning 100 and writing is better. Well, you know, if you're going to buy the calls and you can buy 10 contracts, you got 1,000 shares of leverage. You buy 100 shares, you have 100 shares of leverage. And these new SPACs are, you know, I think they're going higher quickly. SoFi is just an indication of what I think is coming. You can make some good money here. There you go. Welcome, Emmanuel. Thank you. Thank you for this donation. You are the gold medal holder right now. You are all alone at the top of the heap here. Just purchased the first call, $15 for FWAA for January. Way to go. Thanks, buddy. And well done. And get ready to make money. It's going to be great. Thank you, all of you guys, so much for these donations and these comments. Love you guys for this. Thank you, Joshua, for the $20 super sticker. So kind of you. Thank you. Also, Michael, thank you for this $35 donation. Uncle Bruce, you helped me buy my first options today. I got 2 VGAC and 1 Gores for January. Already up $100 on both. Thanks for all your help. That was easy. That was easy. Oh, hang on.
That was easy.
That was easy. Beautifully done. Making money. Thank you, guys. Waverly, I have 5 SoFi June 4 calls. $21 strike price. Why? Why do you have 5 calls for this Friday? Why? You couldn't have been listening to me. You couldn't have been. I bought at 80 cents, now at 314. Yeah, do I wait to sell rollover until expire today? This Friday, do I take the gains now and roll over today? Take the gains and roll over today. Today. Go now. Okay, get out of those. Uncle Bruce, rumors are that the short positions on GameStop are way underreported and is basically the most shorted stock in history. The current rules, do you think that is possible? It is possible. It is possible. Can't prove it, but it's possible. When I first bought GameStop, there was no Uncle Bruce in my life, and I had no idea what I was doing. And if it wasn't for Uncle Bruce, I probably would have sold after a week of not squeezing. Uncle Bruce has taught me patience. Right on, JS. Way to go, man. Oscar, to do the call options, do I hit buy or bid or ask for SoFi at 30 for Jan 21, 2022? Oscar, oh my gosh, Oscar. I can't do this with you over the air like this. You've got to, if I were you, I would be going to your platform, whoever you're using, and watch one of their tutorial videos on how to do this. I'm sure I am sure they have a tutorial on how to enter orders for contracts. You really got to watch that. You got to have a little more. You got to have a little bit of anything of knowledge to do this. You can't ask me over the air for this. We can't do that. Dave, dang it, Uncle B, I dumped every spare nickel I got into SoFi and GameStop and VGA, and you keep saying buy. My nerves are jangling. I can't buy anymore. I'm missing out. If you got them, you got them, and just sit back and let them run. Just relax and let them go. It's okay. 24.30 on SoFi. Let it keep going. It's all good. Let it go higher. Let it make you a millionaire, and then worry about the next million after that. It's all good. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you everybody for being here. Do you recommend buying contracts over stock? If you can afford stock, I say buy stock. But if you've got some couple of bucks lying around, you got 500, 1,000, 2,000 bucks lying around, you can buy a lot of options and get a lot more leverage on your deal if you go out. And that's why I keep telling people way up, December, January, buy contracts into 2022. All right. Okay, let's start these option classes right now. Yeah, I don't know how to buy options, but look it up on YouTube. There's thousands of videos. Then Uncle Bruce came along. You need some patience or confidence. Avion, new member, thank you for this new membership. Thank you for joining. Looks like we have another female joining, another young lady. Fantastic. Gals here, welcome here. About 1/10 of all my viewers are female, and that number's growing, and it's fantastic. I love it. Jen loves it too. Alrighty, let's see. What else is going on here? AMC is ripping, 40.44. 250 on GameStop. 24.47 on SoFi. Gore's 14.54. Rocking and rolling, guys. Yeah, fantastic. D-grade. I didn't lose this time. Yeah, hey, I didn't lose this time. Oh my. So good. Brandon, thank you. Brandon, just kind of hang around and watch the show. You'll hear all about it. We've been talking about this all day, all month, all year. Just stick around. The more you stick around, the more you'll learn. You'll figure it out. You'll also note a lot of the comments here from others, what they're doing and how they're doing, what they're doing with their money. And you'll see what's happening. I have my favorites. I've listed them. I started the show this morning by talking about them. And you may want to watch the rerun later and catch all that too. Sorry for blowing up your inbox. I'm up over $1,000 on my VGAC options 20, and the stock hasn't even moved yet. There you go. There you go. Fantastic. Bruce, I bought my first call contracts. Well, my first call contracts today, 7 FAII, November 19th, $15 strike. 80-cent premium, I guess is what it was. For 7 FAI at 80-cent premium. 7 Gore's February 15 strike 390 premium, and 7 VGAC January 21, 15, sorry, 120. Hope I did the right. I need those glasses. Right on, Matt. Matt DeBus. Good start right there. That's good. That's good. I've spent more time with Uncle Bruce since January than I have my wife, and I don't think she's mad about it. Oh, man. AV is another reason to buy calls further out is if between now and the expiration it squeezes, pops, you can get out right then, sell the contract. Well, the way I look at AV is I don't want you guys making money on options at the last minute because that's where you get screwed. You can really get hosed. I want you to be in a scenario where you have a 6-month, 8-month contract, and in month 1, 2, or 3, you make your money. And now you're selling a contract with 5 months left at top dollar because it's got a lot of time on it, nice fat premium on it, you got your big capital gain on it, and you're rolling into future calls 3 months further out again into the next position, and you're taking money off the table. You're rolling your contracts over. Eventually, you'll get to the point where the contract will rise to such a level that you're not going to put all that money into the next rollover. You might only put in a third of that amount, or a fifth, or a quarter, and you're taking money off the table to put it into other areas to diversify your portfolio. That's another reason why I want you doing this, because contracts that you get into in the last minute, this is a gambler's nightmare. Den of lions. You really could get ripped apart. You don't want to have that happen to you. 24.71 on SoFi, up 206 right now. GameStop 252, AMC 40.87, Gores 14.78, up 88 cents. We're moving up on all of some of our favorites of the day right now. The Dow's up 91, S&P up 10, Nasdaq up 20. Looking good right now, guys. Way to go on this whole deal, making money. Bruce, Uncle B, JC made a second mashup video of your show. It's awesome. You should post it for members. Yeah, I can't post it because of copyright problems. I have to be careful. But I know he's made another one. GameStop 252. Uncle Bruce, you're a life changer. No lie. Thank you so much, guys. I hope it's making a difference to you. I hope some of you, I know if you make a couple of $1,000, it's nice. I'm taking 5 or 10. It makes a bit of a difference. But some of you are making 20, 30, 50,000 more, and it's changing the finances around the house. Yeah, man, that is what it's all about. And I just don't want you making mistakes. That's the key, is try to keep mistakes away. 24.82 on SoFi, going for 25 here. It's on its way to 25 right now. That's where it wants to go already. And makes you folks a lot richer. Those of you who bought call contracts, when I started talking about this at $14.97 or something like that, you were buying 15s and 1750s and 20s. You're all in the money now. Enjoy this ride. Let it go. Just let it keep going. Get richer. And we'll talk about next moves a little further down the road. We're going much higher than this. Jay Ray, Uncle Bruce, I read some commentary about the show saying that your viewers are becoming sophisticated investors. What a compliment. Well, we'll see. I'll try to keep it in plain English as best I can. Hopefully not to confuse too many people. It's amazing how much has transpired here since January and how fast the months have gone by, says Kayla. It is. Wally's, as my baby Yoda comes out. Ooh, yeah, okay. Up 398% on SoFi. July 16 calls, 2250. Bruce. Let her go. Ashley, yes, even if my broker's having issues with SoFi, it's still showing 2265, laughing out loud. Why does the VGAC still sit at 10, but my call options show the price going up and down? More people getting into the options market in anticipation of the VGAC deal. 8 days is the shareholder meeting. It will be approved. It starts trading at 23andMe shortly thereafter. Watch out. This one is your next one. You got VGAC, Gores Holdings that are going to do what SoFi's doing. Get ready. Oh my gosh. GameStop 253.94 going for 250, 254. SoFi 24.84, 24.87. Looks like it wants to run for 25. Looking good today. Okay. What else is being said? What else is being thought about? Thank you, all of you who are here with me and Jen today. Appreciate this. SoFi and Gores making me smile all day, says Ashley. How dare they call us sophisticated? What are they thinking? Arturo, $4.99 sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, those of you who have been making donations on PayPal, if I missed your donation, I apologize. Thank you so much for those of you who are making donations on PayPal to us. We so appreciate it. You have no idea. We love you guys. Thank you very, very much. And we will keep going. Let's just make money. I mean, isn't that what it's about? Unbelievable. So exciting. Rolling along here, 1 minute at a time, 1 day at a time, one trade at a time. And we are rolling. Thank you guys so much. Thank you also to Thomas Bean. Thank you, Thomas. And Terry Swinson again. Thank you guys for those as well. All right, let's keep going here. I try to keep up with all this activity. SoFi 24.93 on SoFi, going higher. Wonderful stuff. We've got, hang on here. Thank you for those of you, by the way, becoming subscribers to the channel. Appreciate that. Trying to grow our subscription base. We're at 99,493. Trying to get back to that 100,000 level. Keep those coming in. Thank you. Okay, GameStop 253.35. Let's see what's going on here. Here we go. On GameStop. There we go. We're going. When should I exit a 716 at 1750 strike? A week before expire, roll into the next? About a week or two, maybe a week or two at the latest, if it can. Charles, thank you for your donation on PayPal. I just saw it hit there. It just hit. Thank you. Let's see. Realizing I just spent a GHVI on lunch really puts things into perspective. Yeah. Right. Why are there some calls all the way out until 2023? Anything fishy about it? My platform says no one else is buying this option. The contract market makers in Chicago, they will over time issue additional contracts. They will create additional contracts. Eventually, all contracts, no matter the more mature listings, will have contracts out for 2 years. And the same thing with these. So just keep an eye open. You'll see these pop up, all right? And that's normal. They might be inactive for a while, but they're created and they're out there, and markets can be made. Should I sell one of my 17.5 SoFi calls for cash, exercise the other one for shares? No, you do not exercise any stock. You will not do that. You will only sell the calls for the money. You'll just sell them. You don't exercise anything. Just sell them. Make whatever your next investment is, whenever it is, it is. But when you feel that you've topped out, you sell. But right now you're $24.90, $24.95 a share on SoFi. You're going higher. There's another $5 a share coming your way. Enjoy it, relax, sit back, let it happen, and away we go. Thank you, everybody. What do you think about what does that mean, rolling over? It means you sell the one you have and you buy another one down the line, longer term, for more time. That's called a rollover, and just continuing a position in contracts, but it might not be as much money. You might sell 2 contracts now at a big price and buy 4 contracts down the line, but with only half the money, and keep the other half the money in your possession as you grow your wealth. Way to go. Brucey, baby, I'm up 400 in the last month after 3 months of bad decisions. Thank you so much for your help. And on to the moon, Justin Lane, way to go. Every dollar is a dollar. Carlos, I have 300 calls. Just going to sweat it out a couple more days. There you go. Splar. Bruce, to me, it's for sure life-changing what you do. Fantastic. Waverly. Okay, so first, thank you. I sold my 5 June 4th call contracts that expired this spring and made $1,700 on a $400 investment. What I'm wondering, though, is why buy them for further out? How is the premium higher? Well, if you go further out, you might buy now. Thank you, SF Selecta. Thank you, SF, for the donation on PayPal. You will buy contracts for, say, January, but on the SoFis, you'll pick up, say, 25s or 2750s or 30s because the stock is going up now. And you might only use half, you might use 1,000 of this money to pick up some calls at 25s or 2750s, and you've rolled over and you're moving forward with a lot of time now to relax. Shares go to 30, 35. you'll sell those for a profit and roll into maybe something else. You could also consider that. Anyway, there you go. Are we having fun here? All my days gain numbers are green. Wherever, why ever sell? Can we just keep going for it? Yes, we can. If GameStop did what AMC did, would make $1,700 a share. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Continuing on. SoFi calls up 200%. It's getting hard not to cash out. Thank you from Bobby Hubby. Bobby Hubby, thank you for the donation on PayPal. Thank you. I just saw that pop too. Just drop in here. Thank you guys so much. This is tremendous. And I've absorbed knowledge from Bruce, and it's a game changer. 24.41 on GameStop, on SoFi. 24.40, a little pullback to be expected. It will jump around. Enjoy this run, guys. We're having fun. 14.72 on Gore's Holdings. What a day. Wally's World, so nice. So sell SoFi at 30. Sell at 30. No, just wait until it gets to 30. Then we'll see what's going on. Why can't I find Gore's on my broker? I don't know. AMC tearing through 41. About to break through 25 on SoFi. Not quite, but soon. Nobu, sophisticated? Uncle Bruce, are you using one of the something display screens and not something standard? Ginormous display screens and not something. So I'm just using my laptop, a phone, and a iPad. Nothing serious here. Off to the saloon for fresh nails. I'm winning. Way to go, guys. Let's see. What else have we got going here? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. William, thank you for this. Uncle Bruce, you're the best. Making me good money. I'm curious about your recommendations for selling covered GameStop calls. How far out should I sell? It depends. I mean, you can write a $500 call contract for like December and bring in like $50. You could do that or more. I mean, I'm just guessing $50, but it's up there. You could write a $600 call contract for next January and probably get $40-$50. You whatever you want to do. There's all kinds of stuff, but you can also write a call contract that expires this Friday, and maybe on GameStop you might write a $270 or a $280 for this Friday. But that's up to you. Are you happy with that? Are you not? Are you comfortable with that? You're not? I don't know. Uncle Bruce, so you think SoFi is going to experience some consolidation in the future on this thing? Well, I mean, sure, but it's not going to consolidate back to 10. It's not going to consolidate back to 15. It's going to reach a high, going to reach a level of 30, 35, 40, whatever, and then it might hang around a while. But then again, if 15 more buy recommendations come out from Wall Street that are $35, $40, and $50 price targets, it's going to go higher. So stick around, guys. It's day 2 of listing. Welcome. I'm deep into VGAC, and I'm a believer. Ashley, I think you can do very well. Guys, my NSH holder filled after 1.5 hours. Finally, I got it. For SoFi, call options expiring October 15. When is the best to sell those? Late September? Could be the first week of October. We'll see when we get there. Garrett Feltz, thank you, Garrett, for this PayPal donation. It just landed. I see it right here. Thank you. I sold a covered call, and I'm down $2,000 AMC. 19, price of 8.15. I don't see how I can get off losing money here. You've got till Friday afternoon. Just sit tight, digital. We've talked about this before. You keep asking me the same question. Sit tight. Okay. Thanks to Uncle Bruce, I can say I'm long and sophisticated. First time for both. Still time. Is it still possible to buy VG Acquisition Corp? Yes, of course it is. It's $10 a share. Get all you want. Buy the contracts. Get in there. Hurry. Watching Uncle Bruce gives you brain wrinkles. SoFi options are all above 300%. I feel like on the moon, baby. Let's see. I'm here to please, says Krista. SoFi has erased my VGAC losses, so I'm up from everything. And hang on. Rabbit, I think it was General Observer is the person who wrote the most. Remember the questions back in January. No depth option discussions. Anyway, okay. Continuing on. Hey, Bruce, I have 12 SoFi October 15 expiry, $25 contracts. I have 12 $25 contracts for October. When should I think about rolling these further out? September. You got plenty of time. William, I'm waiting for the GameStop to jump a little higher to sell the June 4 covered call at $300 for $7.50 each, $750 a contract. So that would be this Friday, $750 contract at $300. Yeah, that'd be pretty good, right? See what GameStop does. It got to go up a bit, maybe. Let's see. Bama, Babe, there are no words for how much you have helped my knowledge and understanding of the market. Bama Babe, thank you so much. You are the #1 donator today on this channel. You are the gold medal holder. You are by far the #1 donator today. Thank you so much for that. And I'm glad you're making money. And I'm hoping all of you folks are ahead of the game here and will continue to earn a nice little profit. 1472 on Gores, 4063 on AMC, GameStop at 252.11, and SoFi 2439. That is the market right now. The Dow is up 114, S&P up 13, Nasdaq up 22, and keep making money, folks. We're going higher. This is great already, up nicely on my SoFi call. Strike 22.25. You ain't seen nothing yet, Angel. Nothing. You've only just started. Let's see. Yeah, Vash, I don't know why you're fixated on this. You got to cut that out. Just sit there and get rich. Anyway, I'm doing what I can. Huge wall, 25. Yeah, guess what, Dan? Guess what happens when they take out the $25 stock? Guess where it goes then? It goes higher. It's going through 25. Oh, it will. Hey, Bruce, is it possible for SoFi to go higher than 30 in your opinion? Yes. Drew up 51%. It's so pretty. Bruce has made me more than I've ever had. I'll be a lifelong member for sure. Tony, hang in there. We're getting richer. This is nothing. We've only just started. Uncle Bruce, some people at AMC said you can move the markets a lot. If you can get SoFi over 100 today, that'd be great. Have fun at the Cape. AZN, Danny, I blame you for seeing all this green in my portfolio, Bruce. Thank you. And thank you for the donation. Thank you. I'm up so much on my July 1630 calls for SoFi. I know a bit risky, but it's going so well. Well, as long as it's going well, but sooner or later, you're out of the money, buddy. And what can I say? But you got till July, so you'll be all right. Auntie, enjoy your vacation. Someone's letting me stay at their crazy beach place where they're gone. I'm totally psyched. Oh, someone doesn't want SoFi to go past 25. Oh, yes, we do. Let's see. SoFi volume is already 7 million shares. Only 1.5 hours after opening, already close to the average volume it had yesterday. Giddy up. This is going to get more and more and more. Yep. SoFi has enough money in the bank alone to justify a $26 value. We're going much higher. There you go. J-Ray, SVAC is only red in my port right now. The only red thing I got. Everything else is green. Uncle Bruce, can you talk about FAII? I need my money refreshed. I need my memory refreshed. FAII. Dan, I did a thing this morning on all the stocks. So after the show is over, watch the rerun. The first 30 minutes, I recap every stock I recommend, and it's all in there. You'll get that update. Brandon, Uncle Bruce sent a request for a one-on-one session this past Monday for one of my good friends is looking for advice. Can you respond when not busy? I'll do what I can, Brandon, but I'm running out of slots right now. Observe, Uncle B, if you do options classes, you may never get any questions again. You got to have to make us a whole show. Well, I think there'll be a million questions. The more people ask, the more they'll think of, and so that's how it kind of goes. Can't wait to look at the forest of green that's in my portfolio when this show ends. Picked who knows. Uncle Bruce, any thoughts on BlackBerry? Traded sideways for a long time till now. No thoughts. Best quote of the day, just sit there and get rich. Alexander, new member. Thank you, Chauncey, for joining in here. Nice to have you. I appreciate you joining the channel as a brand new member. Beautiful stuff. 255 on GameStop. Maybe our friend will be able to sell those contracts for the $300 strike price after all. 42.54 on AMC, 14.70 up 80 cents on Gore's Holdings right now. The Dow up 109, S&P up 12.6, Nasdaq up 21.8. That's what we got going. Thank you, guys. Alexander's being welcomed by everybody. Beautiful stuff. Let's go. And Roaring Kitty tweeted again today, going to the moon. Why can I still not buy FAI options more than a couple of months out? They just haven't created them yet. Too new. It'll happen, Dave. Fenneville, William Caputo. One more thing. Just sell cover calls for this week. Next week, June 9th, as shareholder, the annual meeting at GameStop could go to the moon, and you don't want to miss the attendees. Don't go too far out. Okay. What else have we got going? Thank you, everybody. AMC through 42 like butter. Right on. You really need to talk about. You really need to talk with these financial YouTubers. You need to talk about what? You really need to talk with these financial YouTubers. Meet Kevin, Graham, Steven, and two others said they thought AMC was safer at these prices than GameStop. They are charging people for financial education. Well, look, why would I, I got my channel. Everybody everyone else has whatever channels they've got. I got my viewers. They got their viewers. There are channels much larger than mine. They've been around a lot longer. They are maybe fancier than me. They have special graphs and all kinds of technical stuff. Great. I'm not that guy. I'm Uncle Bruce, and I just try to break it down in plain English. And I like concentrating on the fundamentals of a company a lot. And that's a big deal to me because I've been around too long to see too much promotion come and go. And right now, AMC is being run by retail traders. I love retail traders. They're my viewers. Retail traders are my viewers. But I'm telling my viewers, and they don't have to listen to me, of course, but I'm telling my viewers I would not be trading in AMC stock right now. I would be only writing call contracts or buying put contracts. And I wouldn't be risking tens of thousands of dollars to do it. I would be letting the option market players risk all the money and take all the risks. But hey, I am not denying what AMC has done. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to, ignore it. I'm reporting it, but I'm not recommending it. Never have. And I'm consistent from day one. Ever since I've been on the air, I have never, ever recommended AMC as a buy. I never have. So don't call me a turncoat or, he changed his mind on it. Never recommended it. It does what it does. It's doing what it's doing. Fantastic. And if you guys are making money, great. But I'm telling you, I'm not recommending to buy it. That's not my plan. I have my favorite stocks. You all know which ones they are. We're doing fine on our front, but I think the kind of money we're making on the stocks we're making money on are in stocks that have a much stronger corporate position, a much stronger foundation corporately. But you know what? Sometimes the market doesn't pay attention to fundamentals. It's true. But eventually it does. And when it does, it gets ugly and ugly quick. And there are certain stocks that will take a real hit and others will not even flinch. So I like to be in that, solid camp. That's just me. What can I say? Black X Pink. I went away for an hour. I'm up 9%. Maybe should go away for another hour. I don't know. 24.20 on SoFi. 257.61 on GameStop. 42.63 on AMC. 14.65 on Gore's Holdings. We're looking good. A GameStop E-Trade is charging me $38 for the social capital something reorganization fee. Is this normal? It's not right. It's not just. You didn't order the change. The change is what it is. You might want to complain. You might want to call these guys and tell them to reverse the charge, or you'll take your business somewhere else. See if that works. I don't know, Laura. I think it's wrong. I really do. I think it's completely bunk that's going on. Okay, there you have it. Love this channel. Thank you for the YouTubers. Thank you, guys. Let's see. What else have we got going here? It's okay, Bruce. I'm a buy and hold guy. I'm not ready for options. It's all good. It's all good. GameStop, 259, going for 260. That's right, going for 260. You might be able to write those 300 calls after all. There's somebody out there trying to write the 300 calls. They might be able to do it. Let's go. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, thanks for all you do, Bruce. And good morning to all. Say at one point, is IPOE not a good option purchase? It's still a good option purchase. It could be a good option purchase up to 100 a share. I'll let you know when it gets there. But right now at 24.36, it's still a good option purchase. 258, just trying to get to 260 again. Let's see. Everybody, thank you for being here. Welcome for hanging around. Thank you for joining this channel. Thank you for becoming members. Thank you for donations. Everything you guys do. Bruce, you don't need these other guys. You went on to their shows. They used you, then turned on you, and you dodged them. None of them have appeared on my channel. Not that I've reached out to them, actually. But I did appear on a few other channels, and then they jumped on me. What can I say? Or at least their friends did. I guess they're saying. I have no problem with any of these guys. I really don't. I don't want you to read into any feud. There is none. I have nothing against anybody on YouTube. I don't. And I mean it. I don't. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm happy for them with what they're doing. I'm just doing what I do my way. They're doing what they do their way. You decide as viewers who you want to watch. It's okay with me. I can live with rejection. I can live with, you like it, you like it. You don't like it, you like it. You don't like it. It's okay. I can handle it. I don't mind. It's all right. Anyway, proof that Bruce isn't trying to sell anything but solid advice based on fundamentals, vast experience, respect. Let's go. Annabelle, thank you for becoming a new member. Welcome to the show, Annabelle. Let's see. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you. Trying to read comments before I lose them. So quickly they're going through. Thank you, all of you guys. 24.39 SoFi, 258.68 on GameStop, up 9.66 a share. 43.34 on AMC, up 11. Gores up 77 cents to 14.67. That's almost a 5% gain today. Very nice. And there you have it. I would love to be on Meet Kevin's channel. I wouldn't mind him being on my channel. I like Meet Kevin. I think he's great. I think he's doing a great job. He works his tail off. He works harder than I do, I think, but he's younger. He's got the energy. I don't have the energy he has. I respect his channel and everything he's done. And, I'm happy for Trey, and I'm happy for all the other guys doing what they're doing. And I kudos to the guys. Keep it going. Make inroads. Grow your channel following. Everything you do. It's fantastic. And you as viewers, you guys decide who you want to watch. That's the beauty of this whole thing. You can decide who you want to watch. Annabelle, welcome to the channel. Hey, Annabelle, we're being welcomed by everybody. Fantastic, guys. Let's see, Annabelle, I've been watching you for the last 2 weeks, and I have to say the best thing on the internet today, and I had to join the team. Glad to be here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Tell your friends. Hopefully we'll get more viewers than fewer. Thank you, everybody. Good stuff. TD is showing a mandatory fee of 0 for me on the SoFi switch. Uncle Bruce, I watched your GameStop video from a year ago after you mentioned it yesterday. Insane. $4 a share prediction. Oh, God. Original Gangster Bruce. I did a video June the 10th last year. 8 days from now, it'll be 1 year. That was my first video on GameStop. And at the time, I think it was $4.80 a share. And I was saying to people on that video, you might consider buying some of this stuff because there's a short squeeze going to happen here. And it did. That was a year ago. What can I say? Thank you. All glad to be here with like-minded individuals, all trying to make money. That's what we're about. We're trying to make some money here. It's nothing personal. We have no vendettas. We're just trying to make money. Anyway, if you call them, they will reverse the $39 charge for the name change. They said it would only do it once, but next time call again. Definitely call them, bug them, be mad. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's garbage. Love you, Uncle B. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you from the warm welcome, gang. You got it, Xander. Welcome, Chauncey. Let's see. Thank you, Bruce. Just saying, you're slaying. Nick, hey, Uncle Bruce, can you talk about a break-even price when buying calls? Why would I buy a call with a higher break-even price leverage? Yeah, leverage. Exactly. You're paying way less per share to get 100 contracts, and even if shares go up $2 or $3 and they're still out of the money, the calls will go up in value. You're making money anyway. So that's why. What's up with this class you've been talking about? I'm extremely interested. We're looking to, I'm going to be conducting classes for a limited number of people at a time live, privately. And then those classes will be available on my website to be viewed anytime on a recurring basis. And those will be made available on a website that we're creating. So we're in the middle of creating a website for this channel. We're going to start classes shortly. I'll announce details in the next few weeks. And we'll then start building a library of classes that you can refer to anytime going down the road for more knowledge. There you go. Okay, let's go. What else is happening here? 24.30 on SoFi, GameStop 258.46, AMC 43.38, and Gores 14.69, up 79 cents. The Dow's up 104, S&P's up 13, NASDAQ up 30 points. I got to get going. I'm over my allotted time. Guys, thank you for being here today. I hope some of you are making money. I really do. I hope you're making more money as the day goes on. I'm going to be back on today at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the last hour of the day today. And I know you're having fun, but you need to rest. You're in overtime. There you go. I'm going to be on later today, and we will get together at 3 o'clock Eastern, have some fun then, and be on for the first hour of the aftermarket. So make sure to join me at that point in time. Thank you, all of you who've made donations to us today, super chats, PayPal donations, becoming members of the channel, subscribing to the channel. Thank you for new subscribers. Love to get these new subscribers building here if we can. Keep coming in there, new subscribers. Love you. We want to get back over 100,000 again. I appreciate it. 99,501. We're 499 subscribers away from 100,000. Fantastic stuff. Thank you for the 1,500 thumbs ups. I was hoping to get 1,500. We got 1,500. 121 on the down dip. That's a 12-to-1 ratio on the upside versus downside. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, even on the reruns. Help us out and get us over 2,000 thumbs ups today. Thank you, all of you, so much for being here and hitting these thumbs ups for us. We really appreciate it. GameStop 259.06, trying to take a run at 260 yet again. This is like the second, third try at it now in the last 15, 20 minutes. It might well make it. We'll see what's going on. 24.47 on SoFi. Took a shot at 25, not quite making it. Took a little dip and now taking another shot at it again. So SoFi looks like to me it could break 25 today. GameStop could break 260. It just did. 261.39. It just shot $2 right through the 260 barrier on GameStop. Beautiful shot on that stock, and we love it. Fantastic. Hopefully it'll go even higher, and as I say, a lot of you will just get richer and richer and richer, and you gotta love how that works. Thank you all for being here. We'll see you at 3 o'clock Eastern time, and let's have some fun and make more money then. Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you this afternoon. Bye for now.